Yes.
The funny thing is, because I've got the tab for the stream muted.
Well, as you can clearly hear, guys, those that have came in from the raid, this is an interesting place to exist.
His name! I love his name! His name's Mr. Goofy!
Oh no! Oh god! What the fuck?
Oh, my mic.
Oh, hello there! Or anything.
Kex face the darkness and sloppy butcher. Come get me, you motherfucker!
Oh my god. I
Mate.
was fucking slick. I was fucking slick.
My genius knows no bounds. Go! And we're off. Oh, he's cheating! No, don't cheat! No, he's cheating! No, that's cheating! That is bullshit. Nice. I'm in the loop. I'm in the loop.
Yeah, I blinded him. I'm saving the girl.
Oh! If I see anybody die to this fucking cauldron, I will fucking slap you.
It didn't work, Daddy. It didn't work.
It's not baby-proofed enough.
I guess it depends who that meant after.
I made him vault! I made him vault! What a bitch!
Are you my woman with me?
I'm here! We're here! Look, we're both
I can see you, yes, but look. Can you see woman at this terminal?
See what?
Woman.
Yeah.
This
Hey,
woman.
woman. He's going for Ogren. Don't go for Ogren.
No, her name is Woman.
Because
Oh, fucking... He is shitty. Fucking...
Mikey?
He scared the living shit out of me.
Oh! Oh, Bing Bong! Bing Bong! Bing Bong! Leave me alone!
Do you want to see a magic trick? Do you want to see a magic trick? I'm gonna make this zombie disappear. Magic! PP is mandatory. Gloves. Oh. Get the fuck off my bike. I fell through the map. Boots. Ooh. High vis. There you go. I have just changed it. Hard hat.
What was that?
Oh, fuck me.
That was scary.
We're ready, gamers. Knife fight! Knife fight! I fucking knife fight! I South Londoned him! Fuck you! Say the fucking line! Say it.
Where's everyone going? Bingo?
Yes!
Hell
Bingo!
yeah, brother! Hell yeah!
Bingo! Fuck yes! Fuck you, Ashley! You shut the fuck up! Zombie toes? For free? Body of Christ is bread, right? Yeah, and then whinies. There we go, there we go. And I'm just double checking. I renamed everything correctly. Beautiful. So, hi, everybody. And hello again. Victims, I mean, players. We have callback, so that's a positive.
Yay.
Ish.
Yeah,
So,
I had to heal.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
yeah, no, it was literally the worst timing because there was combat afoot and the one and only dedicated heal bot was fucking gone. But it's fine. You guys, I mean, To be fair, the only one that actually sustained anything long-lasting was Nivara, but I believe that was only very temporary. Because you failed your con save and gained an injury, but it was a very temporary one, wasn't it?
I think it goes.
I believe
after,
it was
so many minutes. Or
It either
something.
lasts until you've had a long rest or until you pass the save. So it was a very, very temporary one. Whereas some of the worse long-lasting ones can last up to 8 weeks in game, or like a certain level healing spell. I think you got off pretty lucky. But I will recap. So, obviously, not last session, but the session before, you guys did a lot of investigating in Crescent Slants, looking into the disappearance of the Callings Tide ship that was captained by Captain Decker under the orders of the Admiralty of the Baroness. Things were not adding up in a number of places, and obviously due to certain prejudices, ways of doing things, the way things had been done and things that had been done in the town just didn't quite seem right. And you checked a number of places. You checked them at the general store, the Enchanter's store, where the item shipment was being collected by the Callings Tide. You checked with the de facto leaders of the town in the farmhouse. You checked with the dockhands. You checked in the pubs. Someone invited the drunkards on the ship. You know, good times to be had. And it even boiled down to the fact that because there were so many potentialities and so little time to actually check these, I believe it was Josiah that ended up using one of Barnett's very rare, very limited use items that was for Barnett as a gift by his mom, de facto mom. You know, he stole it, but that's fine. Don't forget the butcher, the baker, and the candlestick maker. Yep, all of those too. Except I don't believe you actually spoke to the butcher. I believe you just spied on him. But, nevertheless, you eventually had the idea to potentially skirt the outsides of the cryo infiltration. Sorry, not infestation. You skirt the outside of Cryo's infiltration as it was a potential. And upon gaining yourself towards the wall of fog, which was created by the clashing of hot and cold, you took a rowboat through where essentially the island was veiled by a dome of fog because inside, like the wall of fog basically barriered the two different climates. And inside was an entirely tundra, borderline wasteland environment because all the plants life, the animals were not suited for cold climate, so they all pretty much died off. Some trees that were lucky and hardy are there, but obviously showing no signs of greenery or nothing. So you decided to check the island out and trying to aim for the heart of the island and maybe towards where the fissures were, being careful obviously not to fall in. You eventually, Navarro I believe was the one that found it, you come across some rune stones in a small pond, on a frozen pond. And you noticed that wrapping around in a large dome, there was an illusion that was obscuring view, and as you poked your head in, you saw two large frost giants. Nivara, funny enough, being the only one in the party, and through backstory reasons was the only reason she had it, being able to speak giant, was able to very briefly converse with them, and you gained very quickly that, yeah, people that had been going missing were due to their fault, and they'd been eating them. As it's obvious, and you also heard conversation before you interacted with them, that it seems that they are struggling for food. So, it begs the question that they're obviously hunting for survival and to eat. You guys spoke with them. It then seemed like they were getting a little drooly-eyed over the party, as fresh meat was here on the table. And a fight for survival ensued without Vlad's help. You managed to kill both of them in surprisingly well timed. But they were strong. Their weapons were great, and some damage was struck. Pretty hefty damage as well. Naivara took, I think, like 3 large cleaves with great axes. And other party members were struck as well. Naivara went down, but was saved by Josiah as the final frost giant fell. We're going to pick up not terribly far after this. I will say, just for the sake of using the map, because I didn't have time to make another map, you've pushed inland into the domed illusion just ever so slightly. This is why I put you in the center of the map. And it's at this point that Vlad would have eventually caught up as you guys were penetrating the illusion entirely. to allow you guys to catch Vlad up on anything in character, because obviously, Carl, we've just helped update you out of character, and if I've missed anything that you think Carl would need to know, all the folks watching, please do it now, and then we'll transition to in character.
The captain of the vessel's still alive. That was one thing.
Good point.
We
Yeah,
sent a
no,
message
yeah,
through.
because that was how you ended up with the idea of coming here, because you sent him a sending spell, and you asked him if where he was cold, and he said yes, it was cold and wet, and he seemed on death's door, not well, like, because again, if you're not prepared for this type of climate, shit can kill you very fucking quickly. So yeah, the captain, as far as you can understand, is very much alive, but it sounds like his crew is dead. Yeah, we'll leave it there. Obviously, transitioning to in character if you would like. So, Nivara, I'll leave it with you as you're kind of just collecting yourself after being healed by Josiah and as the last ice giant fell.
She kind of brushes the snow off her a little bit from where she's fallen.
Well, yeah, because it's also that cold here that the snow is powdery. So, like, yeah, as you fell, it would have kind of oof, like dust, and it would have just smeared all over you.
I'm gonna just start checking through their stuff and just try and see if I can find anything that'll be like a map or a compass, something like like anything on them that might tell us what direction, or whether we just keep going.
There's nothing on them that would like indicate like where they've come from, because they don't seem to be very advanced. Like their clothing is like torn and shredded hides of like large animals and patchworked together, like where you can see like numerous animals to make one item of clothing. The weapons are brutish, made in nature and like kind of like bent to shape rather than forged. They've got like pockets full of like animal bones and things like this where they've eaten, but because of how large and heavy they are and how powdery the snow is, it has compacted in some areas, and you can make out, between the lot of you as you're investigating, there are vaguely faint tracks that lead deeper and further in.
The thing that's the runes that are making the illusion, they're on the rocks, right?
Yes, essentially the rocks seem to be like pylons almost that like basically emanate an aura around, because it's basically it's like a large circle, like dome, and these are basically the conduits of it.
I would like to investigate the illusions, that being my thing.
Yeah, because that is your speciality, quote unquote. Yeah. Do you want to make? It'll take you a few minutes because obviously there's a lot. These stones you're talking are like 10 foot tall and about 20 foot wide, and there's multiple stacked up.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you want to roll an Arcana check and have a look, see what these do.
Yeah. And now that I know that it's an illusion, I kind of want to be able to see through any upcoming illusions. That's what I'm going for.
Yeah, I get what you mean, yeah, because some illusions, when you investigate it, you see through it. Like, you'd be aware if the illusion was there, but you are also aware that the illusion, essentially, is a dome surrounding an area. While you're inside it, it's like a one-way mirror. You can see out of it, but you can't see in it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, to be fair, the illusion is made up in such a way that it makes it just look like... All it does is hides the giants that are roaming inside.
Right.
Essentially, it looks the same. Go on.
I was just about to say, like, is there anything obvious in the center of the dome, kind of thing, like settlement?
It's a large space. You would have to travel to find out. This isn't like a dome that's like 50 foot across. Like you're talking like hundreds of feet. So like, there's a good potential because where two ice giants are, you would expect more to be like a clan or a tribe, a village or something. So, assuming they're protecting a settlement, yeah, you would expect one to be further in, which is vaguely, again, there are tracks that lead.
Yeah. There's tracks, and by the...
They're hard to track, but that you can see that they're present.
We can judge by the pillars where the center's going to be.
Well, this is the only pillar we can see.
Don't forget...
So...
At
Don't
the
know how big
moment,
it
yeah.
is.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. This is the only one you can see. Like, looking round where you would expect, yeah, you can't see other ones at the moment. Way too far for that.
I do suggest we do not dawdle and maybe
No.
start making our way just in case there are any other brethren of these 2.
Mhm.
No,
Figure?
I think we've got to remember we're here to, yes, rescue the captain if we can, and get this crystal within the same place.
Yeah.
Right.
If we can not make a fuss, because if there's 200 hungry giants roaming around, I not like to fight them. So, is there any way we can?
Be quiet.
And he'll probably summon his bow at this point, just to.
Yeah.
I can make people invisible, but I am a little low on magic. I have some.
I mean, we snuck up on these 2, so maybe if we just.
Yeah, they definitely
In an
don't
emer-
seem
in an
like
emergency,
they definitely don't
I
seem like
can
the most
invisible.
observant and brightest in the toolbox.
Just take our time. Just try and. But it we'll do dumb stuff later, but no dumb stuff now. All right.
Okay.
Okay. Well, yeah. I guess the
Who
party.
would like to track the footprints? Because obviously, where these guys are, there's numerous footprints. Like, you can see them as they've obviously been wandering around this little area. But obviously, the actual pathway where they've came from and come to, that's going to be a bit more difficult to track. So, who would like to try to do so?
Lads,
I will assist.
Sorry, did you say you want me to have a look?
Oh yes, please. You've done it before when we were looking for the Kraken.
Okay, give it a go.
But to be fair, though, Vladdy's overworked. Like, he did a lot last session.
Advantage because I'm assisting, and we're probably all.
I also realise he's literally the only person that can cast healing spells.
Technically, yeah, because your healing is of a different nature.
Yeah.
Very good. Vlad, obviously, it's going to take time, because you want to be careful, especially in, like, windy and snowy conditions. Like, these tracks could disappear if you're not careful, but you are able to slowly track them. Thankfully, giants are not known for their subtlety, nor their feather-footedness, so the tracks that they do leave are relatively noticeable if you know what you're looking for, which Vlad, in some way or another, has figured the formula, and now I've got 2 cats on the desk. Hello, baby. I'm trying to write in my notebooks when I've got cats just like trampling all over shit. Makes like it's a fucking sleight of hand checking in of itself for me. Oh yeah, don't fight, dickheads. They've just swiped at Yang for no reason, a bitch. Fuck off. Fucking siblings, man. Right, but yeah, you follow the tracks and you follow them for a while. I'm right in saying that you guys are wearing your winter clothes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I couldn't remember, but it felt like something you definitely would have done. I just couldn't
we
remember.
bought them, we had them. I think
You've
we
had them
did
for a while, yeah.
We had them
Because the
ages ago,
intention
yeah.
to come to Cryo has been there for quite some time, yeah. I just couldn't remember hearing you guys say it, but I was like, no, I'm pretty sure they would have. That's why I just wanted to check.
I think you said, because I think we were all done by the end of that session, you said you put on your winter stuff and you get out there, and I think it was like, yeah, let's get out there.
I couldn't remember, but it definitely sounds like, I don't think all of you would have forgotten. I think one of you
We
at least
would have.
remembered. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, so it's fine, it's fine.
It doesn't Navar have keen mind, it's
For
fine.
those that aren't used to cold environments, though, like people born from the archipelago and stuff, this is... It is, although you are wearing clothes that you're not going to have any difficulty, it's just straight up not fucking pleasant. It's like taking a fucking Spaniard and sticking him in Greenland, you know what I mean? He ain't gonna fucking like that shit, man. So, yeah, some of you are struggling. I think the person who'd probably be most likely to be okay is Naivara, because at least you're from an area that is more temperate, and you are used to more natural, more typical seasons. So your winters might be close to this, but even still, this is extreme even for you. This is like, oh, about 10 years ago, we had that record winter that was like fucking awful. That's almost this. like this is essentially just pure winter.
Mm-hmm.
And you go past all the different trees and stuff that are no longer dead, no longer alive because they just were not able to live in such conditions. Again, although it is bright enough to see, it is completely overcast because of the weather phenomena with the fog, where the extreme cold clashes with the extreme heat of the archipelago. It's created this just fog barrier, so it's perpetually, there is no sunlight directly.
So do we see dead remnants of what once was life? Like
There are
like you
some-
can see on here trees and stumps.
Yeah.
So this isn't like an ice shelf. There is some sort of ground beneath us. for these
This
creatures,
used
like,
to be like the other islands in the
island.
archipelago.
Ah.
And imagine taking all the animals and all the plants from the rainforest and
Mhm.
giving them suddenly the
Popping
temperature.
in the freeze.
Yeah, they're just going to wilt because they're just not born for it. There's no direct sunlight as well. Although, like I said, the fog barrier is lit because the sun is on it, enough so it's light inside. There is no sunlight, so any plants that rely on photosynthesis and things like that, gone. All the ponds and water sources, frozen. So, like, animals that need drinking water and things like that, it's just not possible. And like I said, even to a point where on the surrounding parts of the outside of the island, like, these icebergs will float out, go through the fog barrier, and then eventually melt because of the heat outside. But essentially, the water itself is just inhospitable in all degrees. This used to be what you would imagine a pretty well-thriving island, where it's now just barren. There are one or two exceptions. There are some plants that have adapted quick enough, but even still, they don't look healthy. But they look like they're surviving, and that's about it. You'll see a couple of shoots of, like, what looks like long grass. A couple of trees here and there that look like they've just harnessed enough to live. But their growth is stunted. Their leaves are barren and barely existing. There's no evergreen plants, I don't believe, that would be in a tropical environment, so you wouldn't even see anything like that. But eventually, and we're talking, because obviously you guys are traveling slow as well, because it's not easy environment to traverse in. You're talking over the space of about 2 hours or so. You trek, and eventually you'll start to see a point, Vlad, where the tracks that you're following are no longer individual sets of footprints. You can start to see where multiple paths have converged, and it's impossible to really tell numbers per se, because it could just be one giant that's, like, trekked over the same space over the period of weeks. But you can definitely see many footprints and many tracks start to converge as you're getting closer and closer to what might be classed as an epicenter. How do you guys wish to proceed?
Quietly.
Good idea. No, it's... You know what? He's got a point. He's got a point. What you also start to see is you start to see large wooden structures that are haphazardly made, bolstered with large boulders and rocks. And you can start to see the crude caveman-esque structures. And you can see that they're laden with heavy furs and, like, different fabrics. And it's all haphazard, and you can see what looks like maybe a sail that has been laid across some rocks that are set in a slight tent-like shape. But they're not inhabited at the moment. They look barren and destroyed. You keep pushing forward, and then what people start to see...
Stealthing, I think, at the same point.
Yeah.
We are.
Well, hang on.
Going.
I'll do this next bit, and then I'll actually get some stealth rolls. Because, again, it would be extremely noticeable in this environment. You can see, in the far distance, this is, like, looking far ahead, you can start to see a small, like, column of black smoke that's just lazily, like, floating into the sky, and then dissipates into the area around it. Indicating an encampment, a settlement, a village, a camp, like, whatever it may be. So as you guys start noticing this, you start noticing the long abandoned structures that are for creatures of a clearly bigger size to you. You start to see the tracks of other giant kin that have intersected this area. You guys think it is a very well suggested idea that you lower yourselves slightly, take things a little slower, and make a group stealth check. So everyone roll stealth. It's an average of about 14, 15, I believe, from looking at that. Nivara obviously doing her best.
I'm not a stealthy person. This ain't mine.
No, but thankfully,
I'm very loud.
but thankfully the other people around you will offer help and try and aid you where they can to essentially boost your abilities some. Are you guys making line for the smoke columns? Or are you going to try and go at things in a different way?
No, I think that's what Desire would be aiming for, is if there's like a higher point that's looking down on the camp. Say,
make a perception check.
I'm guessing as well we'd go round the outside. I really don't want to be walking through the centre of town.
Desire's like looking for like a hill to try and like on outskirts.
I get exactly, like something to look in on.
Get the lay of.
Lots of snow.
The problem is the area is not flat. There is multiple like raises and drops, but the problem is there's not like a convenient mountain that happens to overlook. And the problem is when you're talking to creatures of this scale, the topography of the area doesn't provide tall enough peaks that would provide any benefit. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
There are some hills that you could make use on, but the problem is they just aren't tall enough to really get the advantage you're looking for.
If we were to duck behind one of the houses, so like one of these structures, like kind of like, so we're out of view, basically.
Yeah, they're scattered around, but obviously you get into more denser placed structures further in. But yeah, use them to break line of sight.
That's it, and Niall will pull out Kavane from where he's been tucked away and say, I could send him
quite
in.
funny.
I mean,
with Kavane,
he's an Arctic fox.
No,
but
he's also extremely hot. Which at the minute, what you actually notice is he's emanating like steam off him perpetually. Like, you know when you see your breath, or like, you know when you see someone's done a workout and they're bald and you can see the steam coming off the top of their head? Like, there is just a cloud of steam just round him. Just as his own body heat, he's that hot at the moment. It is just kind of evaporating into the air.
Get him to go have a look. See what he sees. Look through his eyes.
Send the hot boy in?
Yeah, send hot boy in.
On me way. No, wait.
Yeah, I think he originally was a fennec fox, but he changed quite quickly to an Arctic fox somewhere along the line.
I was under the assumption he was an Arctic fox that had fennec fox features. That was what I understood. I actually thought it was. I thought he was a fennec fox in features, like with the ears and the face shape, but had Arctic fox fur. That's what I thought it was. Maybe. But then obviously the changes that have come since, the changes that have come since are obviously very much unnatural.
Yeah. Cool. So yeah, she'll pop him down, and I imagine he creates like a little hole and just.
Yeah, he does sink into the snow, and what you actually notice is the snow runs quite a fair bit deeper than you would have expected, because of the compacting of the snow and just the general build-up. The snow is actually about a foot thick, but thankfully it's sturdy enough for you guys to walk on for the most part, because it's been compacted over about 30 years or so, the locals have said. But he slowly will sink in it like quicksand, and eventually, like, he can move around as long as he doesn't stay still.
Could he tunnel? Could he like tunnel and pop his head up and then
he very much could? He very, very much could, yeah.
And then he like sniff on the wind to try and see if he can smell it, and just kind of like Bugs Bunny it to the ground.
Yeah, he could. He could literally just melt the snow around him into a tunnel, and basically you watch as he goes to about a foot down, where you can see frozen soil and long dead grass.
Fascinating.
So you tell him to obviously you point in a direction towards the smoke, and yeah, again, it's gonna take a long time because he's got to dig through compacted snow and or melt it. It's gonna take a while. So I'd imagine, unless you guys want to continue without him or cancel this plan, this is probably going to be something where you're going to have to post up for a fair bit and wait.
So
I think if we get closer,
Do
if
it
that
when you're
makes
closer.
sense, maybe, yeah, so we would move to a nearer place and then send him out to look. I think
I would
might be
say
our
you're
best
probably
way.
able to get to a point where the smoke's columns, and you notice now getting closer. There is one large central column of smoke, but there are other multiple smaller sources, about 3 from what you can see. And you get it to where the main column of smoke is probably about 400 or 500 foot away, maybe. And you find a place in one of these abandoned structures that you can hide up in, which will fit all of you relatively comfortably. Obviously, it would probably only fit 2 or 3 of the giants at most. You drop Kavane into the snow and send him on his way. And I'm going to assume you're going to look through his eyes periodically to check on him and things like this.
Well, the only problem is I've only got him out to 100 feet, so I'm going to need to get closer.
But that's only to look through him, though. You can still send him further, I believe.
Yeah, so I'm going to send him further and see if he can find another location we can get to that's closer and hidden, and then tell him to come back.
Can you
as soon as he's
roll
found it.
a stealth check for Kavane?
Oh.
Does he have stats?
He does. You have to use a fox stat block, I believe.
Yeah, just for a little bit longer anyway, and then he gets.
Oh, does he get a
upgraded
boosted one?
when we level up?
Right. Oh, next
That
level.
makes sense. Yeah, next level. I'll talk to you about it later. Oh, he does actually have stealth as a skill.
Alright.
12.
Push him further out. And eventually, beyond the feat of control that you have. You wait for what feels like an eternity. And at one point, while you're waiting, in the distance, you hear the loud and heavy footfall of a giant, and all of you stay quiet and secluded. You can see in the far distance, you can see what looks to be wielding a large hunting bow, where the actual rib of the bow looks to be made from like a ship's mast almost, like one of the smaller masts. And you can see he's just wandering. He's not got it like in his hands, he's on his back, and you can see him just wandering and just looking out, coming from where the smoke comes from. More time goes by. And more time goes by. Eventually, Kavane will return. And obviously, he's able to communicate with you very basically, but he will kind of gesture with his nose to the right of the smoke. Found place. See in.
Good, and I'll give him like a little scripture. She goes, "Good, take us." I'll turn to everybody else and go, "Kavana's found somewhere." Shall we
I was
go?
going to say, yeah, because he says it to you, but no one else understands.
No, currently no one else can understand or hear Kavan. Or Kavane. But yeah, so I will follow him out. I'll obviously wait to see if everybody else does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And essentially taking a long route
just-
round. Go on.
I was just going to say, Josiah like gives him a pat on the head and goes, Kafka, Kafka, like to him. In Infernal for a good boy.
Kind of, as you kind of bap him on the head a little bit, he kind of nuzzles his head up into the palm of your hand a little bit, and kind of like tries to go onto 2 feet to lift his head up a little higher, but then keeps falling back on his feet.
Oh.
But taking you out wide around, and it's a much longer route around. Essentially, you're almost ending up on the opposite side of the camp, but on the far right side. So if you're coming for this from the south, he's taking you to the north west.
Mhm.
And eventually you will see like a relatively modest mound of probably 30 foot tall at its peak. And you can see that there's a rock, a cluster of rocks on top that look like they've been put there somewhat recently, because there is snow on top, but it's not as extreme as many of the other places. And it can give you a sort of overlook. And what you actually all begin now to see, slowly taking your time round, you can see what... The only way I can describe it is like a rudimentary encampment, but it looks to be that they're trying to make it permanent. It's like trying to turn a campsite into a permanent place of residence. A village is probably too kind a word, but it's
Shantytown.
Almost. It's very small in its size, and
It's in construction kind of deal.
yeah, you
They're
can
built
see
up.
that the buildings, the main buildings, are built out of the hulls of ships, and you can see that they're using many of the materials laid around the island. You can see in the center a large pyre that is burning and crackling, which is what's creating the main column of smoke. And you can see other small smokestacks coming from the two main buildings that are there. And then there's a couple of these other buildings that are almost on the verge of being abandoned and or upgraded. It's hard to really tell. They're not currently being resided in. You can see multiple frost giants inside. I don't have this map prepared, unfortunately, so you're gonna have to theatre of the mind this bad boy. But yeah, the main section that you can see, the main building that you can see, is overlooked and guarded by two guards stood near the front, looking towards the fire. And you can see that it is made out of like the mashing of like a couple of large ships, and then underneath a foundation of large boulders, stones that have been cut to rough shape to make walls, and then the ships are being used as roofs almost, something to cap it off. And you can just hear the thunderous like grumbling of their bassy voices that they're talking from where you are. At least from the large pyre in the center, you guys at an estimation are probably about 200 foot away, but this pyre is probably about 15 foot wide and about 10 foot tall. It's large, and it's just slowly crackling.
So we can see this fire. Have we seen, as we've been getting closer to this epicenter, any sort of like crevasse? So I think that's what someone said was at the center in terms of the crystal. Am I right in that, or is it just we could just see this little shanty
No, what
town?
it is essentially, the infiltration has come from a fissure that was made. You don't see it here at the moment.
Okay.
But the problem is you don't necessarily know how big the fissure was. Do you know what I mean? So it could be small, it could be massive, but you can't see anything here. The only things you do see is probably, at a rough guesstimation, probably about 15 to 20 frost giants, maybe. And that's after watching for a while and seeing people coming in and out of buildings. You can see two as close to buildings as you're going to get. You can see one that's much larger than the others. And you can see one that's a bit smaller. And you can see that they're all rudimentarily equipped with spears, axes, bows of all different varieties, but very crudely made, but still impressively large and could definitely do damage. I would say the bigger building, the one that's made up of the two ships as the roofs, that building is probably about 50 foot wide, I want to guess, and probably about 30 foot deep. So it's a large rectangular-esque shape with the two boats where the bows of the boats have been like shorn off so that they meet in the center. So it's like a large like bowl shape as a roof. Smaller building seems to use the pieces that were cut off from those ships. Looks to be square-ish and about 30 by 30 maybe. And again, there are other smaller constructions under progress, like similar to the ones you hid yourselves in earlier, but they don't look to be in full use. Maybe they don't quite have the materials to make use of them yet.
It's might be worth going for the big one or the smaller one. The smaller one could be that's where they're keeping the captain, and the big one could be their epicenter, where all the more powerful leaders are.
I mean, these guys don't seem particularly nuanced and complex, so maybe the big guy is the head guy.
Chief.
I could make a distraction.
I would like
That
to.
would be my last big spell.
I would advise against it. The only reason I say, unless everybody else disagrees, is because if there is some form of distraction, we are kind of highlighting this way here.
No, I get it. That's why I'm just.
But could be something if we need to escape.
Exactly.
Cool. I will save the T-Rex. Cool. makes a small illusion, not using the big illusion.
Look, if we actually get to the scenario where we need a T-Rex, I will transform you into one.
As
There
you
we go.
guys are talking amongst yourselves about potential options and what to do, coming out of the large building, the larger of the two buildings, you do see another ice giant, and he seems to be wielding a staff that seems to be glowing at the tip, with like a large crystal on the end.
I look at Naya.
Back.
There's a recognition.
Yep.
He leaves that building and goes towards the smaller building, the square-shaped one. You don't see him return for a short while. He's in there for quite a while.
To the square one we go then, I guess.
Well, no. If we go to the big one, he's going to return there.
Oh,
right at some point. We lay in wait.
Okay, and see if the captain's there or the small one.
Mm-hmm.
Sneak in an ambush.
Sneak in an ambush.
Cool.
Da, 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 da. As we go through the snow, like
Are all of you going?
I think so.
Another round of stealth checks for me, then, baby. I bequeath.
Oh, and I also I'm going to click my fingers and get rid of Kavamp for a bit. He's done his good boy duties. Let's go home for a minute. Oh my god. I've got such
Stealthy
bad
today.
rolling at the moment. Oh. Here we go!
I think for me and Vlad are natives to the archipelago, aren't we?
Yeah.
So we don't know how fucking snow works, I think. Like,
you're falling over in the as your foot goes.
I'm in disadvantage anyway.
Yeah.
Give me a second, because the thing is, I don't have a map for
We might need a T-Rex after all.
I'm gonna reuse this map here, ever so delicately. So just give me a
I'm
minute.
not even sure if I can make you a T-Rex. Bear with me just 1 second.
I'm thinking Major Illusion was my plan, and just roar, come get me, I'm over here, or scare them off.
I think the problem is we're gonna have to fight them anyway, but
Probably.
Right, so
I don't
that
even have it
is
prepared.
the larger of the
I
two
don't know why I said it.
buildings.
Sorry.
That building.
Yeah. These are the two main structures of the town, and then I'm just going to draw the campfire that's, well, the fire that's roughly central.
What direction would you have been?
You guys,
Sorry?
because you guys were on the approach from this direction.
What? Oh, okay.
Yeah, in the bottom right. So just give me a second just to maneuver some ever so debonair looking fellas.
Ooh.
Oh, look at these beautiful babies, huh? At the
Which
moment,
one's the one with the staff? Or oh no, he's in here. aren't they?
yeah, he's inside. Yeah.
Yeah.
The only other thing I just want to
Yeah, we
draw.
do.
The only thing I just want to draw is I want to draw where the doors are on these buildings. I'm going to use black for them just so you can see. So
Yeah. Plan out window. Plan out of the window.
wee woo
Wee woo, wee woo.
No point in ambushing. Let's just go, go, go.
Hey, you guys will be fine. See, already fine.
I'm already danger.
Hey.
Don't worry. You got it. So those black lines there are the doors, as best as I can make them. And I believe insistently, we're gonna need initiative. So now hold on, don't you be rolling just yet. Now you can roll right now. In fact,
We've been spotted.
well, I'll get to that in a second.
We've been spotted.
No,
Yeah, we were spotted.
No, you
It
ain't.
was clink clank, tank fell over, and then 2 other people fell over said tank. There was lots of going, oh!
Ugh.
Mm.
So everyone else has been spotted. I'm still hidden. Nice.
Oh my god.
See ya.
The problem is,
well, it's about time for
No.
character number 3,
No.
I guess.
the problem is, Niles.
Oh.
You've travelled as a group. You're
Shit, yeah.
you're seen with them.
I
Same with
can't control
Barnet.
the ship
'cause-
either.
But let us put you guys into what I would feel would be more realistic travel, because I would
Someone
imagine
hasn't rolled
Niles and Barnet would be somewhat like this. Nivara would definitely be back here, and then yeah, that makes a bit of sense of the travel pack.
Yeah, cool.
I'm just gonna roll the 3 giants separately.
Oh,
Vlad hasn't rolled either. Doesn't have
Sorry,
to.
sorry. Initiative, there we go.
Oh, it's a giant BPO.
Yeah, it's for the colours, just so I know.
I know. I've been up.
Oh, okay. These ones are a bit more dexterous than the last lot, because the last lot rolled fucking awfully. So we
This
got a
doesn't bode
19
well.
for blue, a 14 for purple, and then an 18 for orange. And we'll drop that shit into descending order as you guys are traveling, and you're looking towards making for the larger of the 2 buildings. And again, like I said, the snow is about a foot deep, and sometimes it's hard to really know because of how snow is compacted. But because of the giant creatures that have been walking these areas, some of the snow in different areas has been destabilized to a point where when Vlad takes a step, his foot gives way where the snow had cracked, essentially where it had been packed into ice, and it cracked and completely gives way. And you fall arse over tea kettle down the hill that's ever so slightly there. And all you see is the attentions of the 3 giants that were like made as rough sentries kind of turn. And you just hear bellowing out. Obviously, Nivara, you'll hear it slightly differently, but you'll hear all bellowing out, Vestul Miramo! Vestul! As, there are people here! Come, quickly!
Fuck.
Barnet! The ire of the camp is upon you. What doing?
Okay, gonna use my full movement. No, I lost my line. Hold on. There we go. I'm gonna go. Oh, there's a rock there.
That's
Can you see over?
it's a
can you
tr-
see
it's-
over the-
It's a tree.
They won't be able to see me. There. Okay.
You
I want
hope.
them to see me.
I would say if you want to be seen, you can be seen. Realistically.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna. Well, go to there. Then I'm gonna wave at him and say hello. And see if that maybe concentration a little bit.
It's the most Liam attack I've ever heard.
Yeah, so just Barney just runs through the grass and goes, hello.
I mean, it might work. It might make him calmer.
Are you trying to pull aggro? Is that what you're doing?
Make a charisma check. Make a performance check. Make a performance check.
Yeah, it's unlikely it'll work. But...
I don't know what you're trying to do.
Did that pass?
You kind of just run forward and like just lean round the tree and just go, over here, hello, hello, hello. You don't realize you didn't lean out quite far enough, and all you can see is just two arms just waving from side the tree as your entire head is obscured.
Oh.
You did your best. Is that
Yeah,
all you're
that's
doing?
com-
I will allow you to do that as a free action.
That's me done.
Okay.
There's not
Niles.
much more I can do at the moment.
I will shout to Captain and Quartermaster, all out, or do I need to save spell?
Quickly.
What is? Oh, you suggest
Quickly.
save? Yeah, save.
Save. Yep. Behind a tree. Bonus action. No, I'll do that after.
Yeah. Just
So,
for the
I
sake
get
of
my
as
bow
well,
out.
the large rune rock isn't there, just as an FYI.
I will kind of try to take cover behind this tree. I will,
Yeah, easy enough to
with
do.
my bow, hit Baloo.
You can try.
Where is bow? Where's my bow gone? Oh, there.
I'll make it easier.
10,
There is no rock. Goodbye, rock.
10 to hit.
Yeah, nah.
No.
Kind of just
Shit.
embeds itself in the thick hide, and you just, yeah, you just shot him with a Nerf dart almost. Like it just.
Okay. Now bonus action hide.
Okay. You believe yourself to be
Behind
hidden.
tree. Yeah. Going full sniper.
Pistol. As Blue now has his turn. It's he. When I can get rid of that's the button. He's gonna go 5, 10. And he's gonna essentially 15, 20, 25. He's gonna go like round the tree here and kind of see you, Barnet. And he's gonna. You know what? Even though it was a shitty persuasion, you are there, and he feels more comfortable. Vlad isn't in the turn order, by the way. Oops.
Sorry.
Vlad, why aren't you here, bud?
I am. I
He's
did
wrong.
roll.
But not in the turn order.
Did you select your token when you did it?
Thought I had.
Go on, crack it again. Yeah, I can see you got 17. I can see it's rolled. Hang on.
Where's my token
There,
done?
there. Bottom
There
right.
it is. Yeah, it is. Let's roll again. Well.
Sorry, we'll quickly do this and then I'll re-descend in it. There we go. Then if you want to just alter that to 17. Actually, I can do it. There we go. Descending. Then do. The giant is going to, with a large great axe, make an attack towards you, Barnet. 4. Ugh. A 17 to hit.
That just hits.
And then that first hit is going to hit you for 26 points of slashing damage. As he kind of just like crashes this axe down and just goes, Vera Untamin. As he kind of bellows out, where did you come from, little creature? Answer me. And then he's going to grab a rock that's next to the tree and he's going to throw it towards the party. We'll say He's going to throw it at Vlad. It is going to be at disadvantage. Does a 14 hit you, Vlad?
Believe not. Yeah, no.
Oh, that's a shame, isn't it? Fuck. Well, don't worry. It's Orange's turn. As he shouts, Chester! Intau! As he'll shout, Leader! Come quickly! 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, and then he's going to dash 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. And that's him dashing, so that's all he can do, unfortunately, as he just comes to essentially block you guys from the buildings. Vlad? What doing? Stop measuring murder lines!
I'm not doing nothing.
I fucking see you, you fuck. Stop it. I saw your lines.
Right, so I'm gonna cast.
Stop it. Stop it.
Me need no.
Casters.
Spiritual Guardians.
Ooh.
Nice.
Good, very nice.
On their turn.
Yeah, it's when they
Maybe
enter
to
it for
start.
the first time or the start of their turn, yeah. I remember because it's not it's a one to always remember when it
It's a
triggers.
15-foot. No.
Yeah.
15 foot, yeah.
I'll pop an aura on you, don't worry.
Thank you.
And player permissions. See, save settings. There you go.
Thank you.
So yeah, you guys can kind of just see this just
So
aura
then I can
emanating
go
around
1,
Vlad.
2, 3. So they can go 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'll get both of them.
Nice.
Yeah, you kind of just throw yourself into the middle, knowing that the spiritual guardians will do their work when it is their time
Correct.
to strike.
Man, done. Thank you.
Okay. Nivara. A world for a Nivara.
I think I'm gonna go. I can't get Barnet as well. I can get everything else. I'll go somewhere around there. Yeah. I'm gonna move around and down to like here to start off with. So 5, 10, 15. And lightning bolt.
Uh-oh. Stinky.
Lightning bolt.
Nice.
Lightning bolt.
Through those two. So they need to make I'll cast a
Orange?
spell.
Orange rolls. Because I believe this is Con, is it Dex? That
It's
is.
Dex.
Well, that. Orange is a 12,
Ooh,
and
that's
then
good
purple
damage.
is a 6.
They both take 36 points of lightning
Ooh.
damage.
Rose, can you roll 2d6 for me?
Roll 2d6. Okay. That's 3.
Because as you kind of fire the lightning bolt, you're firing it through the large pyre, and it just obliterates like a large section of the pyre, and you shower the purple ice giant in just embers and ash, and he takes 3 points of fire damage on top of all the lightning, because you've just shot him with lightning and then just showered him in burning hot embers.
Yeah. And then I need 15 to get there. And I'm just going to go. I'll stay where I am. Fingers crossed. That'll be enough. That's my job. Done.
Okay. It is now Purple's turn, who has just been burnt, shocked, and he's just all around rocked. He's not okay. He's gonna. Oh, no! Ignite! As you'll just shout, you just hear him shouting, "It's burning! It's hot! Fuck!" As he goes 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Unfortunately, he was going for Josiah, But by the time he gets to that point, Niles, there is nowhere for you to really hide, even with a high roll. He kind of, as he's running towards Josiah, and as he's about to go around the tree, because there's not enough space for him to get between that tree and his brother, he kind of runs into you. And he's like, Ino! And kind of just slams down. I'm going to give him disadvantage, because, you know, it kind of caught him unawares. Does a 15 hit?
Hang on.
Oh. James. 21 points of slashing damage upon you.
Ooh.
And he kind of just, as he kind of runs forward, he kind of like staggers and like his hands go up in the air and he kind of just slams it down quick and he goes in for straight away for that second strike. With a natural 1. So. Ooh. Okay, I know what I'm doing. So he kind of, as he slams down that first strike, and you kind of recoil from it and trying to duck around the tree, he goes to do it again, but the problem is he was carrying such momentum as he was running forward. His feet give away under him, under the ice and snow, and he falls prone, and his weapon drops to his side. So not only is he prone, but he currently is de-armed as well.
I was hoping to go in the fire.
If it was more close to the fire, it would have been funny, because, you know, he's already been scarred. Josiah, though.
Bonus actions de-summons his bow. Like, I'll use it at some point, and then like.
You don't always have to use it as a bow. It's more the connection at the minute because you're trying to bond with it.
But it's more the fact that I was going to like.
And you also
like,
didn't look at it and go, "Oh, magical enchantment, legendary artifact. Can you just be something else?"
I've accepted it for what it is.
Yeah, but the point is, it's incredibly fucking rude.
I accepted him for who he was.
Yeah, and that is appreciated. That is appreciated.
Right, he'll just
Is
do
it
two.
is it a bonus action to get rid? Oh, is it? Oh, shit.
Will that have changed your mind?
No, I was trying to save you a bonus action.
Oh. It's alright, I need to keep my PP in reserve for the moment.
I mean, technically, you're only wielding a rapier in one hand anyway. You could always just keep it in your hand and just attack with the rapier.
I've got a little buckler. Like I've got
right, okay.
18 to hit.
18 hits.
10 piercing damage. And again.
Yep. 18 hits. Yay. And can you not? Can you fucking not? He's hurting here, Ben.
No, I won't. I'll continue. I'll persist.
Okay. But yeah, you kind of just waded and just like 2 large gouging strikes towards like the legs to try and essentially cut these guys down to size a little bit. And yeah, just a couple of deep, nasty wounds that seem to inhibit his ability to maintain his footing quite so strong, but he's still holding for now. Starting to get close to being pretty bloody, but he's not quite there yet.
I will just say is like I'm trying to hold stuff in reserve, but we need to whittle through these dickheads. Like he doesn't.
Igni?
Is that giant 4 dickheads?
No, it's like me.
I don't know.
At the end of the round, allow me to just do something.
Yeah, I assume we are getting more friends.
No! Don't be silly.
Friend.
Don't be fucking silly.
Giant friend.
Yep.
The one with the staff, and that's the reason why I've put those extra tokens on him, just so you know he's the specialty
Big
looking
bad
one.
boy.
After hearing calls for leader and sticks his head out, seeing the scenes before him, he'll just kind of, I'll put him into the turn order in a second, but he'll just kind of shout, "Batu no van int," and he'll kind of just hear him shout, "Men, no, defend the fissure. We must not let it through." We'll pop leader boy on the initiative.
Sorry, did he say defend the fissure? We must not let it through.
Yes, that is entirely correct. Defend the
The
fissure.
first one was a
No,
D12.
no, men, defend the fissure. We must not let it through. Yeah, I realised. I fixed it. Then going back to the top, Barnett, it is now up to you.
I would like to rage, please. It's in like my way.
There we go.
Oh, go on then, you little sausage. Go on then.
I need a
Angry
D8.
bunny.
And now I need to find the table because I always lose it every time.
Fucking hell, that name. I forgot.
You know, we're in combat. Why did you not figure it out an entire round ago? You know what you do.
I'll find it, then I'll lose it. Then I'll have to find it again. This is what I've got
Every
this
time.
So leave it open.
Ooh.
My friends get
So
AC to
you
find me.
and anyone within 10 feet of you gets a +1 AC. I'll give you an aura as
No,
well.
what?
I'll give you a different coloured one.
Tasty.
Ooh.
Oh, it's
Hey.
ongoing. Okay.
Yeah. It's while he's raging.
Mm.
I would
So
like
if
to
I
hit the
save that,
giant,
there you go.
please.
So, yeah, go for it.
Gonna hit him normally for now.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
25.
Oh yeah.
That's 17 damage.
Is that? Yeah, that's plus rage. Okay.
Yep.
Because I know sometimes it doesn't add it. That's why I was making sure. Yeah,
I'll
very
make sure
nice.
he's sneaked on. Then my second attack.
23 also
23.
hits.
13 damage.
Fucking hell. That's 30
And-
damage.
Yep.
God damn.
And that's me done.
That is you done. Okay. So, you kind of see this creature like come round the tree, Tex swipes at you, and you just kind of like, you just kind of seethe a little bit on the inside. That bit of bunny boiler in you just boils up, and you just start whacking, like cutting this motherfucking tree down. Niles. You see this giant that's burnt and shocked and in pain and on the floor. He's hurt you a lot. What are you gonna do, bud?
Swap to rapier.
Okay. It'll be advantage
stab
to hit him.
Yep. How do I do advantage on here? Oh, yeah. There
Just
it
roll
is.
it twice if need be.
Stab with rapier.
That misses. bud.
12.
Miss- he kind of, as you go to swing with your rapier, he kind of kicks his foot at you, and because of how big and imposing it is, you kind of dodge out the way and like you forego your attack.
With my swashbuckler Movinus, because he doesn't take.
Without, yeah, because you only have to attack him. You don't have to hit him,
Yeah.
and he can't attack of
5,
opportunity
10,
you.
15, 20. Yeah. I'll shot towards Josiah. One on the right, probably come in, got your back, and I will hide behind tree.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Bonus action. Hide. 20.
You believe you are hidden.
Yep.
It is now the blue giant's turn, which he's going to have to open with making a... Is it wisdom or con save? Let me roll up to check. For Spirit Guardians. It is... Wisdom. Yay.
It's radiant damage if you take it, so.
Yeah. That is a 12. No, that's an 11. I don't think that's going to pass.
Yeah, it's 17.
Do you want to roll me some
It's
damage?
3. Yeah, certainly. Oh, get off there. Come off there. Come off. Right. And you off. Why is that up? There we go.
I don't know.
Sorry. Spirit Guardians.
Ho, fucking hell. And we'll keep that roll for when Orange comes around in a second. Jesus.
Oh, you did it at 5th level. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he ain't fucking round.
I heard how much damage you lot had, so I don't want to risk it.
Yeah, so like as he kind of raises his axe, like the spiritual guardians just start accosting him and burning at his flesh, and you hear the sizzling and popping as just the radiant light just reviscerates the outer layers of his skin. And he goes, Yo! And he just attacks at Barnet
Aww.
with a
You're a tank.
27.
think that hits.
Fine.
Yeah. That is 10 points of slashing damage. That is halved for you.
Thank
And he's gonna move 5, 10 to there, and he's gonna attack Vlad because you're the one that made the burning pain. He's gonna attack you, Vlad, for
You're so mean.
23 to hit.
23.
I have a
Oh,
+9, yeah.
You are evil. I'll take it. I don't mind.
That is a total of 24 points of
Yeah.
slashing damage, and then can you make a concentration check on your spiritual guardians, which
Yeah.
is going to be DC 14 because it's half the damage.
Concentration.
Just very, very nice, very, very nice.
Yeah, I might have to throw my armor up next time.
Maybe, but it's now Orange's turn, who's also going to have to make a wisdom save. Ooh, he's going to take the 27 too. Orange is not looking good at all, and he's going to try and move out of the burning fucking angel shit, so he's going to go 10, 20, 25, 30 to there, and he's going to move around, as you can kind of see, just portions of his body just ablaze with radiant energy. And he's going to attack you, Josiah.
Okay.
With the 14 to hit, I don't believe will hit.
Nope.
And then follow it up with a 28 to hit. I believe that one just might.
Just hit.
Just, yeah. I mean, you could probably make it miss, but you're going to be a nice guy, ain't you?
Yeah, I am.
Dealing a grand total of 21 points of slashing damage this time.
Okay.
As he kind of just brushes down. Thank you for the burger, Mom. It will do me good. It will do me good, thank you.
What kind of burger are we talking here, boy?
Burger?
I'll have it in a bit. Yeah. I'll have it all after stream. Right. Nivara. How are you gonna do?
Cool. Nivara moves to the right and will shout in giant, surrender or die. And then she is going to still keep going. She's going to shoot another lightning bolt. Obviously up through those two. So narrowly missing Desire. And try and send a message.
Alright. So, deck save again. Orange,
Yes, please.
failed. Purple, I'm going to give him disadvantage. Failed. Okay.
Oh, I think he auto feels does he because he's prone.
No, it's incapacitated. I believe prone gives you disadvantage. That's why I rolled it.
Still. So yeah, it's a warning shot exactly.
It's not a warning shot.
All the time doesn't surrender or die.
Consider themselves
so...
warned. They can't ignore it. Like,
and
Very
then I
good,
am going
what
to
he
move. I am going to move another back again to where I was, and hope and pray.
Lad? What are you up to, bud? Okay.
Moving, but we can't hear you.
Moving in silence.
I'm going to move 3 to there so Barney gets advantage.
Good shout.
Thank you.
And then I'll cast 1. Healing word for Josiah because he's had a few smacks, hasn't he?
Yeah.
So
Niles, Josiah, Barney have all taken hits this combat.
Mm-hmm.
Barney's had his on halved, so
Only the second hit.
Yeah, every little helps.
Oh yeah.
But he's a tank. He can take. So like, I get
Yeah.
where.
Oh no, he's
Vlad is
got a
coming
bigger
from.
health pool to pull from.
Yeah.
So 20 total. Oh, nice.
You, yeah, fucking hell.
Oh no, that's mass healing word. That should hit all of us.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
That's everyone then, yeah.
Oh, hey, I get 20
Yeah, because
back.
everyone's within 60 feet,
Ooh.
including the giants. Hey, look at that.
No.
He didn't specify, not the
You
giants.
ain't having it.
Oh.
Do it. I like a challenge.
Hey, right, no, that's it. Liam said it. Now we're up in this challenge.
No.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's not. No, I.
No,
No, this-
friendship to have
This is all.
developed
This is all like. No, Liam doesn't speak on behalf of us.
No, I was going to say, for our friendship to have developed, we have all agreed not to take what Liam says seriously all the time. That's how this group works.
Aw.
I don't know where you're going. If you did take everything you
Like
did
coke.
serious,
Yes,
you'd be in a
okay.
lot of trouble. But
Might be a court case or two.
Oh.
So has everyone had it? Has everyone had it at the 20 points who needs it? That's the main
yeah,
bit.
Yes.
That's fine.
thank you.
Is that
I'm
all
looking
you're
pretty good
doing
now,
now?
actually.
Excluding ice giants,
Oh,
clearly.
boo! You said it after casting. That's
That is-
bullshit.
No, that's not how it works.
I've already,
Also, that's only your bonus action.
Rose, I've already taken it off the
Yeah.
damage pools. What can I say?
Tough.
Well,
It is my choice. My choice.
No, okay. no,
And
no.
that's only a bonus action.
Yeah, I'll say
So you
what's
still
your
have your action.
It's your magic, their choice. They want it. They want
Alright.
it, baby.
That's how magic works, yeah, sure.
Oh shit. Okay, purple's turn.
Can't do that.
No, it's still Vlad's turn.
Oh, sorry.
He still has his
Sorry,
action.
sorry. I thought that was an
most
action.
Stuff is
I knew healing word was a bonus. I thought mass healing word was
No,
bonus.
mass
thought
is a
mass
bonus
was.
action.
Wow.
There's mass
there we go. So
Ah.
It's just a higher level, yeah.
Right, yeah,
So-
it's just the big daddy-o version.
I'm going to cast. Who's after me?
You can't
Just
cast again.
No, he
If it's
can.
not
He can
bonus,
cast.
spell
He
foul.
can cast a cantrip.
Oh, and
Cantrip.
You can do one
cantrip.
leveled spell and one
Right,
cantrip a
sorry.
turn. That's the limit. Unless
okay,
it's
let me
the only
go
exception
up to my
is
cantrip.
sorcerer doing quicken spell. I believe that's the only exception.
Even no. Still, it
Oh,
just
is it
all
really?
it does is it transforms an action to a bonus action. It doesn't allow
Oh,
win
there you
spell
go.
rolls for you.
Toll the dead on the blue.
On blue. Yep, Toll the Dead is
You
doable. Acid. Get fucked, nerd.
Take half.
No, on Toll the Dead is all or nothing.
I was in nothing.
Cantrips, it's all or nothing.
Yeah.
There's a wisdom save, yeah. Boggers. Never mind. Worth a shot.
I think some clerics later you do take half damage when you say, but I don't know if that's right.
Purple is
It tends to spells.
yeah. Purple is going to stand up for half movement. He's going to action pick up his weapon because that basically the penalties for his
yeah.
fail. And he's going to just take a few steps back, so 5, 10, 15, 20 to there, as he's kind of just gauging his leader's reaction after hearing your shout, Nivara, and you can see him grabbing a few rocks off the ground in preparation because they have ranged attacks. Josiah. Orange, I will say for the fact, Orange is looking really fucked up. Like really fucked up. Like you could probably kill him this turn fucked up.
Can I do this? So, let's say I cause enough damage to take him to 0 HP.
Right.
Can I be like blade at his throat, about to execute him, kind of?
So rather than following through with the blow sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll allow it. Normally I wouldn't, but these creatures are because they've got big health pools and they're so hardy. It's possible. If it was like a human, I probably would say probably not. But yeah, creatures like this, you can get away with it to a degree. That hits. Okay.
That doesn't. Okay.
Just misses. Just misses.
Okay.
There's no. Your turn over. No, Vara, let's be fair. Let's roll a intimidation.
Intimidation?
Well, it sounds like you were trying to be intimidating. Just like, I'm gonna be angry.
No. Yeah, I need to get my intimidation up. I'll roll anyway. Intimidation?
Yeah, because you definitely weren't persuasion. You were threatening to murder them all.
No. 10.
Okay. Let's Okay. The leader comes out and you can see he's got the staff and he kind of just... Varus! Inba! Inba! Get back! He is right, it's not worth us losing our lives over. Hold back.
I will need to be like, hold back! If I can, if you'd allow me to.
Yeah.
Your turn.
I'm just gonna wait a turn.
Niles.
See what happens.
Good hold action to hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I was
turned out
about
to
to
be a
run and kill Orange, but I guess I take a step and then I hear the hold back, so I will hold my action.
Yep. It's now
I'll
Blue's
move
turn.
forward.
That must make a wisdom saving throw. Carl, can you roll damage?
I mean, Carl can decide to drop it at any time if he
He can,
wanted
but he
to.
didn't. He can, but he didn't.
I didn't realise I could drop it if not in my
dropping,
turn. Sorry.
dropping concentration is any time instantaneous. Would you have if
Burn
you?
a 5th level spell.
Thing is, it's going to go anyway if they decide to actually converse with us. But it is
Yeah,
completely up
is
to what Vlad would do.
He's rolled it.
Until he disengages, I don't want to risk it. He fucking is. So then, if he moves away, then obviously I'll drop it.
But in the same vein, he's just heard Paul of back off, and you've hurt him, so he's going to hit you in retaliation. He's got to. He's not going to, because whereas before he was primarily striking at Bonnie, he's going to strike at you now.
He was striking at me last time.
he did one each. 19 to hit.
That'll be smack on, but I'm going to throw up my armor. Why not? There we go.
Ah, shield. Okay, so yeah, you've got up to 24, and he's going to strike out at you again, which he's going to miss. So you all kind of just see that little bit play, and he kind of backs up like 10. Liam, do you attack?
No.
20, 30, 40, and that's all he can do.
As he's backed off, then I would drop the aura.
Okay. So let me... You know, just as Vlad has to be that little extra bit of vindictiveness. And I will say, for the sake of Orange, will also show no signs of disobeying the orders of what he's seemingly the leader. And I believe we'll pause initiative there. As you all kind of just take a moment of like, are we good? Like, and you kind of just like feel each other out a little bit. Do you know what I mean?
At that point, then I would step back to over here.
Regroup.
Well, Orange is going to kind of fucking limp to here, and like you'll see Purple
we're
tending.
regrouping. Okay.
Purple will tend to his wounds. Yeah. And the leader will kind of step in front and shout across. And I'm just going to speak in the the accent that Nivara hears because I'm going to assume Nivara translates rather than constantly doing both
Mhm.
versions.
Oh yeah.
So why have you come here? To finally finish off the clan? You working with that thing?
What thing?
The thing that pushed us from our home. The Leviathan.
I'm sorry, the Leviathan?
Make a persuasion roll, because you're not lying because you genuinely don't know, but it's whether you seem genuine enough that he believes you don't know.
15.
Yeah, I'm not going to roll because although he's the quote unquote leader and the most wise, there's a limit. From where we're from, we was hunted and killed by it. We fled here to save our people. We hold the door back so that it may not follow.
The Fisher, right?
Yes.
We have heard that this Fisher is the reason why the infiltration, haha, I now get it, is here.
Do you actually say that in Giant?
Yeah, she literally says that in Giant.
It's like, oh yeah, huh. Well, it technically was just the winter was infiltrating the island, like so.
Yeah.
Our home back on the elemental plane. It is the reason why this land is now desolate. It is just like home. Essentially, these boys are from the elemental plane of water, specifically a part that is frozen over. Yeah, the more glacial parts, because obviously there's not scope for more nuanced elements. So the way
they're kind of on the outskirts.
Yeah, the way my world law does it is ice is inside of the elemental plane of water. It's just a section of. It's probably the furthest point away. It's the furthest point away from the elemental plane of fire, because obviously that would be more steam and like gases, whereas close towards the elemental for like earth, it'd probably be cold and icy. Think of it like a little color wheel.
So, sorry. First things first. You have somebody here. Can we get them back? You know, you're going to eat them, and we kind of don't want that to happen.
These lands are desolate and broken. Nothing lives here. We need them to live.
No, you don't. Give them back.
How do you expect us to live without food?
How do you expect to live without giving over the individual you plan to eat?
He kind of cocks his head. Kind of cocks his head because that, like, even to him, that sentence doesn't make sense. I mean, to be fair, it doesn't to me.
Oh no! Basically, she's saying she's going to kill him if he tries. She's like saying, "How do you expect to live if you're going to kill this guy?" Like, that's it, non-negotiable. And she will explain if needs be.
Are they willing to trade? Like, open up a trade route?
It's survival. You can give them food, maybe, but my plan and intention is to transform this place back from a cold plain full of ice.
Well, we need to
do that.
We need to shut that door permanently, Fisher.
Shut the door. Send these people back. I believe the reason why the door is open. Well, I believe that am I right in thinking? Did you bring that thing? And she'll point towards like the gem in the staff, or was it already here when you arrived?
It is heirloom of my clan, being the bloodline of those that have led us. It is mine to bear.
If we were to solve your problem, would you give over their staff and free your captives?
If you were able to kill the Leviathan, then we would gladly return home. We only left because we had no choice. It was either leave or be backed into a corner and killed one by one.
Understood. And
But
you didn't answer my question? There we go.
no. But I do not think that even with your strengths, with how you have fought my clansmen here, you are not strong enough to kill the Leviathan. So there is no point offering such deal.
Together, maybe. We could.
We good?
Persuasion check it. Persuasion check. Persuasion check. I'll allow a roll because, you know.
Do you want to give me advantage, or do you want to? Oh, you rolled yourself.
No,
individual.
No, it was very much. I was. Yeah, it's fine.
Well, mine is not as good, but that rolled from a natural 20 as well, which was very annoying to a 2.
If, and only if, you help us kill Leviathan, we will give whatever people are left back.
I'm not
Captain?
going to sugarcoat it. I really want your staff as well. Would you be open to that?
No. As I said, this staff is
Ugh.
heirloom. Passed from generation to generation.
Can we do an insight check? This sounds like bullshit. Whether they're from this side, like these specific gems are from this plane, not the elemental plane, right? Like, unless I'm fully off my
Or maybe they are. Yeah.
artifact.
Mm.
But could I do some sort of insight check to see
You
if
can, yeah?
this lines up with what I know so far? Oh my god, I am rolling so bad tonight. I do not know what is wrong.
The thing is, it's not like they're naturally occurring gems. Remember, this is a part of a singular weapon that was broken and scattered. And this was done eons ago. This weapon was destroyed. It is possible that it could have wound up in the hands of this clan. It is also possible that maybe these giants don't tend to live that long. So by generations, you could be talking a few
It could
decades.
be a week.
No, I wouldn't say that extreme, but the point is, it could be like a 5-10 years maybe, because they're talking from a place where like they seem to be basically the last of their kind sort of thing. They are being hunted and destroyed. It could be that although he's the leader, technically his great-granddad should still be the leader, but they all died, do you know what I mean? Maybe. Insight of a natural 1? Fuck knows, mate.
Yeah, no idea.
But that doesn't, although he said no, that doesn't stop you offering something that might interest him in the same vein. Because just because someone initially says no, doesn't necessarily mean in a situation like this that there isn't something he wouldn't take for it. But it just maybe he doesn't believe you have anything that is of value. Or maybe anything that he would say yes to, he doesn't know exists.
We could trade stuff. Okay, bear with me. Let me have a look.
I'm just saying, just because he said no, don't take it as a definitive, it's never going to happen. It's just from his perspective, he doesn't want to let go of that stone. Pretty fair.
Understandable.
But that doesn't necessarily mean there's something that might twinge his attention.
There might be an accident. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
So, yeah, well, yeah. If we're taking an army of giants, maybe he dies. Maybe he doesn't.
Why are you all here? How did you get in to our home?
We walked.
What do you mean?
We have set up
defenses?
protection. We're finding this place to be very difficult.
Oh, that was so easy. You could tell it was an illusion spell. Both myself and Niles here were able to decode it very quickly. We're wizards, you see.
Kind of just. He doesn't show it
Baby
too much,
T-Rex in hands.
but he doesn't. His arms kind of drop slightly, and he doesn't show it very well. But you kind of just watch that very like, oh, like you kind of watch like you just ripped his fucking heart out because, damn, that hurts.
It was a very good illusion.
Don't fucking.
No, it
hear it.
wasn't. It took me 2 seconds.
Well, the other thing is as well. Don't forget, Niles. He doesn't understand you. They can only speak giant.
Well, yeah, I assume it's being translated.
She's repeating back to you what she's going to say and what's being said. So your
Yeah.
comments,
And
your
important.
comments aren't being translated.
Go, okay.
We've been here for some time, and ever since the island has been taken over by the Endless Winter, you are the first to step foot here. Still.
The one that you brought, potentially. Don't forget.
Yes, but they were brought here. They didn't find here.
No, so the Endless Winter, right? The one that you have caused by coming into this realm? Because where we are on an island in the middle of a large ocean. You must have seen this when you've been going on out and fetching ships.
It has been some
You know,
time
your meals.
for myself, but I am aware of the large waters that surround this area, yes.
So, whilst you've been doing this, we are in the middle of a tropical archipelago. Do you know those words?
No.
Okay. It is very warm in everywhere else, but this location. You brought... I don't know why I'm going slightly Russian as I carry on.
It's me.
Sorry.
It's you, you're sponging.
We're sponging. It
Because
is
again,
the,
in my world, all giants are Russian, like all elves are French, etc.
Yeah. It is very odd, basically. And so you coming over might line up for when this place transformed into everlasting winter.
I was told that this place once was very different, but I know not of that now.
Oh, from your ancestors, right?
From my father.
And your father's father told him the same, or is it just since your father?
Just my father has been here.
Okay.
It's been, what, 30 years?
About that, yeah.
But this location would be a verdant land filled with creatures of all kinds, filled with flora and fauna able to survive a habitat. It's been killed off by this winter.
And if
Which I believe
this
I can-
flora and the fauna that you speak of is dead so that my people can live, then that is alright by me. I have only one thing to do, and that is to ensure that my clan lives.
But you have killed them.
They live
By-
right here. They are
they
alive
will
and
die.
well.
But you are causing a lot of problems outside. We are the first to come. We will not be the last. You have effectively killed off your resources, killed off the food, killed off creatures to hunt with your winter.
It is better to have a chance at life than to know to die certainly at home. What choice do you expect us to make? To stay where we were and die? Or to come here, try to make living? We did not know where we were going. We fled
Yeah,
to
it's
anywhere
too
we
warmer.
could.
To be honest, your easiest version would be to get on a boat and probably travel to one of our more, colder climates, where there are creatures suitable to be hunted that are from that area. Unfortunately, life here is not cold. There was nothing here for you to grow. Do you know what I mean?
I know what you mean, but we have no means to travel. We see
You
the
had talking about.
we
We
see
taxi now.
we see the things that you people use to travel with, but we know not how to use them.
Why didn't you just ask instead of killing?
You are the first person that is able to speak our language that we have met in this entire time being here. Most speak like that one. Points at Niles.
Hello.
And bear in mind, Niles is speaking in common.
Common, yeah.
We know not what they say. They speak like water jabbers back home.
No, I know.
What did he call me?
No, I just waves a hand. It's like, don't ask.
Well, yeah, because you saw him gesture with his hand at you and say something. So even though you don't speak their language, you know they were talking about you.
Yeah.
We have some options. As we have said, if my captain is okay with it, we can help you by trying to fight against this Leviathan. I am slightly nervous. I do know this could be something beyond what we are able to deal with. Or we could also give you food until the time when we are ready to fight this creature. So you can stop maybe killing and hunting down intelligent life.
And what is stopping you from just lying and you'll bring food, take what food we have, and never returning?
Because in my home, I lived a long time ago back on a country which was surrounded by hills and by mountains. Upon these hills and mountains were giants, much like yourselves. We had sort of accords with them, not the same as being like the best of friends, but we would negotiate and try and get them to stop killing people so much and stuff. We understand nature, but we tried. I am willing to try. I could just kill you. We could just go back to fighting, but as you said, it would be stupid to die and let that thing out. No?
Yes.
So, what is your options?
Kind of see him just thinking for a moment. And you'll see Purple is currently still tending to a number of Orange's wounds and vice versa.
I will turn to everybody in common as well and say, do we have anything to trade with these guys so I can get this gem?
I can make
Guess it starts
something,
buzzing
but it
down
won't
his
last very
pockets.
long.
No, we don't want to piss them off. We need to actually give them something in return. I've got gems, but not that gem. I don't know, it might be a little reluctant.
Silverfinger, a Babushka dagger.
Why do you have a silver? Oh, what?
The thing he wears on his neck, you could say it was valuable. I'm thinking of a thief.
And we're not trying to trick him.
Yeah, sorry.
What? How
Two
much
glowing
food
red
have we got?
vials.
How much food we got that we can spare?
At the moment, we don't have any we can spare, because that is on the boat. But maybe we could get some to come out. But they are The problem
Didn't
is
you-
with doing that is they have big bellies.
Didn't you say we were going to kill, like, the big evil of their world?
So this is
Not
the
enough.
option. Well, this is what I'm going to hardball with them, but I just needed to know if there was anything to tip in the favour.
And as you're kind of saying this, the leader will speak up again in Giant towards you. Given the situation we're in, we are weary. You've been here too long, and as you said, many things here have no longer value. We have managed to live thus far on scraps. Many people have died due to starvation. I am going to believe that what you say may have truth. If you are willing to help deal with the Leviathan, we will be willing to allow you to take what stores we have and reclaim your people.
This sounds a little bit not in our favour currently. As you must understand, you are offering us something that we could willingly take. We are going to do you a service. What would be your payment other than just a person? Whilst we should not be... What is the word? It is a life, not an object.
But is
What
not
will you
this
give
what you
us?
offered? You said, let us
I
take...
also asked for something else, but you denied me. What else do you offer?
But you said you would kill this Leviathan so you could take the men.
No, that is not what I said. That is what you said.
Can I elbow Josiah? He's like, you wanted an army. Give him a job.
Yeah, I mean,
They can't
last
use
that
ships
last-
for.
no, is there any
Yeah.
way of taking them anywhere else or using these guys, or are they just gonna?
So, wait, sorry. And she'll just kind of put her finger up towards the giant for a second and turn to a bite. What are you two on about?
We wanted an army. Well, he wanted an army.
What are you
Big
whispering? They don't
motherfuckers.
understand you.
Oh yeah. Give him a job. Give him a purpose. Give him a home. The
Oh.
home is a bit of a stretch.
Oh.
We're going to need a very big ship.
Oh, okay. Sorry, and she'll turn back. Do you need to be here? Just asking. For any specific reason to do with the rift?
No. We only hold it open so that those that remain can still come through. Those holding
Okay.
back the Leviathan, risking their lives.
Okay. Then, we'd like to offer you a potential solution. If you are willing to negotiate.
Okay. I do not understand why, but what is it that you're asking?
Do you like to fight?
We do not mind. It is necessary and we are good at it.
Good. Unfortunately, this archipelago that you now call home is being threatened
That is
on either side.
the warmer places, right?
Yes. Would you like to see the warmer places? Travel? Meet new people? Ones that you can't eat, though, but we will find you food. Have your people survive.
We are friends, not food.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, it just sounds like an
that.
army recruiting advert. It's like, you want us to travel the world, see places, be the giant you always wanted to be.
Giant bit.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe there might be other giants out there. We have not visited every island. Maybe there might be more giants to make and meet. We need people. We need good fighters, warriors, people willing to stand. And that if you help us out, we might help you out. You know?
Might.
I
Don't say might. We will.
You can't hear what I'm saying. I'm speaking in giant. Shut
Oh.
up.
I thought you were translating. Sorry.
Not everything.
Oh God, Josiah, no.
I'm joking.
I mean, but maybe.
I mean, to be
Well,
fair,
to
I will
that,
look the other way.
Yes.
What's done in battle stays in battle.
This could be potentially a good thing, yes. So you have problems here.
We can get you better weapons, better armor. Get your bellies full with food. There are cows and other livestock across this archipelago. And then, when we are all stronger and ready, we will take on the Leviathan and send you home. I will translate this to the rest.
And
What about
of
the people the other
in
side
what?
of the rift?
That's exactly what he was about to say. And what of those currently holding Lion's Beck now? Do you have?
They can come over.
But if they do, things could go very bad, and the cold
Over
would
the other
spread,
side.
and the Leviathan may even breach.
I guess it is your
Ow.
decision.
Mm.
Your people stay the other side anyway, with both ways. If we turn around and leave today and you stay here, they can
We
still
have-
die.
No, because we have been finding ways to send people through, but it takes time. It's not quick. We have to do things slowly, otherwise it will follow.
Well, we are growing
One
an
or
army.
two a day.
Currently. Yes, I understand. As I am saying, we are trying to grow an army as well. Maybe this becomes a mutually beneficial decision where you help us, we help you. With full force.
Do we have to? What is this thing? Could we figure out if we can fight it now?
Do you wish to see Leviathan? Assuming
Yes.
you translate
Yeah.
Josiah's things. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
They've told us that we're not strong enough, but
Let's
We
decide for
have-
ourselves.
We have best.
exactly.
We have keep. That's where we hold back. I can send you through to the plane of water and allow you to see from the battlement. Essentially, he's offering to like let you guys go in through the portal and look at the Leviathan from the, you know, the command tower, almost, the portal entrance.
Just I was like, I'm up for that.
Just gotta find the page. Give me a sec. Right, because just to help with the descriptions and stuff, I've got to find the right page.
it's obvious we're going to have a look.
Well, well, I mean, no one said no.
I'm excited.
I want to see.
There's a slight concern they're going to shut the portal as soon as we get the other side, but if they do that, then I'm hunting them down. That Leviathan's going to become my best friend, is all I will say.
But it sounds like it's permanent if they shut it, so I can't.
Yeah.
It takes considerable effort on their behalf, because again, these guys are strong, but there are certain things that they are limited in, and while giant kin have innate abilities with rune magic, it's limited, and you know what I mean.
Okay.
There are very, very few that
They're not wizards, but they have magic.
they have innate ability. Yeah. You'll have to bear me a second because I know what I'm looking for, but I've forgotten what book it's in, like the stat block.
I
We've
think
caught
it
you
might be
off
in
guard again, haven't we?
Xanathars.
Is it in Xanathars? You know what I'm on. You
I
know
think
what it is,
so.
don't you?
Yeah, it's one of the. I've looked at them before for D&D games that I've obviously been running, but it's been a while, so I think it's Xanathars
I'm checking Xanathars.
or
now.
Volos. It might be Volos. Sorry,
Well, yeah, because Xanathars don't have fucking
they don't
stat
have
blocks.
monsters.
Yeah, I think it is Volos. You know, give me a sec, because I want to be able to give it an apt description for those that aren't aware of what the fuck.
I think they're like a gargantuan.
They're fucking ridiculous. Yeah.
Yeah. It would be a hard fight, one that we would certainly not be doing now, even if you were to decide to do it. Like, we need at least a long rest because we can't go in hurt.
No, I don't think it's in Volos. You know.
Is it Mordekainen's?
It might be. Fucking bear with us,
I
guys.
went through all of them. Sorry.
Well, it's
I'm just going to continue to look through the party list to see what I might be able to switch with this guy.
no,
'Cause
that's
I
Tash.
really want it. I really want this thing.
I want your pretty rock, baby. Give me your
I
rocks.
do.
Give me the rock, baby.
If you'll, just I would like to say something.
Yeah, it's in Volo. It's in Mordenkainen's.
If you're looking something up, like Josiah will be sort of like, I guess we haven't seen the thing yet.
Not yet.
Please,
I think we're about to go through.
you can follow me into the building here. Your water jabber friends can come too.
Just gonna beckon them over. He's saying that you can come with.
Leading through, and essentially what you
Yeah.
notice is that the larger building is essentially a building that is placed upon the entirety of the fissure, and it is designed to essentially just cap it. And you can see that there is a couple of giants squatting over it and looking at it, and like currently, like you see him working magic and stuff on it, and seeing you guys come in, they kind of, it is okay, friends. These are potential allies, and they are looking at the creature. They wish to go and see the Leviathan, to understand our plight. They have offered potential help. And eventually, it's easy for him, like, taking the steps down, because they've carved, like, some rudimentary steps, but they are much too big for you guys, and it's gonna... I'm not gonna make it like a skill check. Like they'll help you and stuff, and they'll pick you up and drop you and stuff where you need to be and stuff. And eventually, you'll see like a shimmering pool. When you jump through, tuck knee to chin, and chin to chest. So, if you fall, you will not hurt something. Basically, fetal position.
Cannonball.
Yeah. Because essentially, then your vitals are tucked, so you're not gonna like break your neck or something. Like if you, because he basically whatever rotation you end up in, because water's weird like that with no gravity. When you get through to the other side, you can be in any fucking position,
I will pass this over to the rest of the group.
except
Put
Barney.
yourself into you. No, everybody.
Okay. And eventually,
We're good
you'll-
with Barnet
You'll
again.
drop through the pool, and although you can feel gravity pulling you through the pool, at a certain point you lose the sense of what gravity is. And then a few moments later, like, your vision kind of just darkens and blurs for a moment, and then in the blink you feel you're somewhere else instantaneously. A few seconds later, the water gives way and you fall for what seems to be about 15 feet or so. You all will take 6 points of bludgeoning damage from the fall, but no more.
We have auto water breathing, right?
No,
Yes.
no, you're no longer in
Nightfall would
water.
do that?
You're no longer in water now. But yeah, you.
Oh, right, okay.
What it was just essentially like you pass through a section of water and then you've dropped, and you can basically see in a large tower made of ice in which you're stood. That's probably 70, 80 foot tall, looking over a landscape that is nothing but pure open water, and to large sections of what, quote, air there is, you can see globules of water that are hundreds of foot wide, just floating and traveling like floating islands in the historical textbooks. You can see that 95% of this world is water, and the other bits, well, they're just fighting to stay relevant. You can see hundreds and hundreds of frost giants below, standing on plinths of stone and ice, firing weapons and doing their best to combat something in the water. And every so often, shifting in the large tides and the large pools, you can just see something big moving, something dark, something sinister. You can just see the wafts of just a gargantuan creature that is hundreds and hundreds of foot tall. Looks to be serpentine in nature, and then at a moment's notice, you can see this head, almost draconic looking to how you would understand it, but made almost entirely of water, rapidly wafting and changing as it dives through the actual water, striking, killing numerous giants and wounding thousands more in these multiple series of strikes. You here see the Leviathan.
As this is all going, and I'll just walk up to the group and go, I don't think we can fight this yet.
No.
Based on our rabbit friend ran up to something earlier and went, hello. And then just a bunch of other stuff has happened.
Would you guys
I'm not
like
ready.
a visual aid?
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
Is it dragon? It's not a. It's not a dragon.
Element.
The point is, what I'm saying is, from your world's perspective, it looks like a dragon.
That's the closest equivalent.
It's all
we know
water
of.
though, so Naya's best guess would be elemental because it's all water, right? You said it was like made of water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the Leviathan. This
Looks
creature.
pretty dragony, yeah. To be fair.
You see what I mean? It looks draconic,
Yeah.
doesn't it? And essentially, you see that form just ripping itself through the waves and through the water and pushing its way through. This thing lived here since the very beginning, hunting, and it has taken great interest in our kind. And for 2 millennia now, it has slowly but surely been killing everyone. And in our greatest moments, we fought a way out to your world, away from this. And you kind of like talking as you're over watching this creature just like crash through and slink back into the waves, and you can see it just like rapidly like wafting as the giants are all scrambling to form defenses and they're firing things in. A few moments later, it crashes out and just like you just hear this demonic sounding growl just reverberates to the point it almost hurts your ears as this creature is just permeance of presence. We know not its true name. We know not who birthed it. All we know is that without help and without fleeing, we are all doomed to a singular fate.
Is it made of water?
It's hard to know for sure. Assuming this is passed over, I'm gonna assume Nivara passes things over so other players can interact a little bit. Do you know what I mean?
Yes. Because
Because I think that's just more from a gameplay perspective.
Yeah.
It's hard to know for sure, but the problem is with this creature. It's almost made of the very plane it lives in. It is hard to know for sure, but as you can see, when it breaks, it is made of water.
Wild stab in the dark. I'm going to do an Arcana check. Is it an illusion? Probably not.
You've seen it crush like 100 giants. Like
I got a crit.
It is most
It's
certainly
not
not
an
an illusion.
Okay.
Where you know because of where you're stood and what you're looking at, this shit's very real.
Okay.
It's don't forget at the moment it's probably about a mile from you guys. You're 80 foot high in a tower about a mile back, but the problem is there is no weather per se in the elemental plane of water, so vision travels a lot further. And with just how large this creature is, as you guys are looking, you would probably say its head is probably about 80 foot wide and about 50 foot tall. Its body is probably several thousand foot long.
I reckon we could take it on eventually.
Gonna
If
need
I
a big
know-
bow.
Oh, not even a
because
boat.
the giant man. Just he. This is bad. I'm just. When we go back to the other side of the portal, what could
You want to
we-
go back? You're gonna go home.
Well, yeah, but like, Josiah's sort of saying like, do we just kill them and close the portal?
We have the
Suggesting it.
opportunity to get a potential.
I know. But then I'm also like, is this thing going to come through and we got another massive problem?
It first has
Portal
to go
needs to be
through the-
closed, but how do we do that? Despite
Still, right.
the giant.
It could just rip the portal back open again. We don't know what this thing's capabilities are. If we stop its thing, I just think I have seen so many times for people to sit idly by and watch bad things happen just because it was inconvenient to get involved. In the same way we are asking for help, they are asking us for help.
Yeah, because
No.
because the
I
thing
hear
is,
the
like,
call.
I'll obviously it's pretty obvious, but this giant clan is not here out of malice. And
No.
especially seeing this before
No,
you,
yeah.
they are here because it's the only thing they've got left to pull. This is their last ace in the deck. Do you know what I mean?
It's
You-
last
you-
resort.
And
It's more Josiah's
and this
theme,
would actually
doomsday the other
this would
times.
resonate with Nivara a little bit when
A
your
bit,
back's
yeah.
against the wall against an almost seemingly unstoppable force, and you've got this last roll of the dice. And to other people like Josiah, especially considering you've got a ring that always tries to be the protectorate, and obviously you know problems and pain yourself. It's not like these giants have just come through to form a raiding party and just dick over the
No.
area.
No, we get that. Yeah.
These people
yeah.
are doing, from your perspective, very evil things for very necessity reasons.
Josiah's not even thinking of it like that. He's just seen the apocalypse here on this side of the portal, and he's like, I'm not thinking like they can defeat it, the party can defeat it. That's the
as-
read of it.
I understand your reluctance because this is the first time you have seen something like this, but I'm not taking an apocalypse to end. Oh, we can do this.
So if we can fight that then fine, but we're gonna need
To
the
be fair,
captain.
it makes me yes. We're gonna need some, and I'll say this back. Obviously everybody's saying, and she'll go. We need to have a chat. What was your name, by the way?
My name is Unfir.
Fear.
I'll put it.
I am. Thank you.
I also have a question, actually.
My name is Unfear.
Lad.
You had a question, Vlad?
How much longer do you think you can hold out for
Well,
before he gets to here?
We have held now
Only the-
for many years. The initial besiegement started with my great-grandfather.
Mm.
I believe with the men and women and children that are fighting right now, we could probably hold for a... Kind of like furrows his brow, he's thinking. A few months, maybe. We are losing... We are losing dozens per day.
Probably see like a baby giant, like just running backwards, like Paul Orm again. Like,
You probably got
I
two,
think they're
2 or 3
born
months.
warriors. at
It's
this
been going
point.
for years, and it's these guys are in a worse situation than I'd originally thought.
Yes, our homeland clan used to number in the thousands, whereas now, at the last time we had a moment's breath to check, we were down to maybe 400 or 500. No more. We are in no state of peace to even consider reproducing. Those children that are left are now the only ones we have.
What I would advise, and this is going to sound a
Send your
little bad,
children
get
through.
as many, get as many as you can to the other side, close the portal, and we come back and try and solve this in a few months.
Full
You've got to
sorry.
continue the species.
Evacuation. Yeah, evacuating
This could-
close the portal.
Yeah, we can't deal with this right now. That is death.
Do with
We
them
know.
when they're
We
here.
know exactly what it is.
can't,
So-
That's right.
Every
Send
day
the women
we-
and children through.
Every day we are
Can't.
slowly sending as many as we can, but if we send too many through at a time, all it is going to do is give the Leviathan a chance to strike. We have to evacuate slowly.
Okay.
Ivara, you know
You need
magic
it-
more than
my-
I do. Can we keep this
Wait,
thing
wait.
open?
Okay, we're having a lot of discussions that don't really make sense
Yeah.
at the moment, so just hold 1 second. What do you want to do? She'll say to the giant. Looking at him quite like plainly.
The options are clear. Our intention was to leave and take as many as we can and find life somewhere else and a place to call home. But if you offered the potential of killing the thing so we can remain in our homeland. But looking at some of your friends, it seems their confidence is waning now that they have seen.
Oh no, they just need training. It is a, how you say, they are too chaotic and too, and I am sorry to say this, she won't repeat this back actually. They need training. Unfortunately, a lot of them
perfect-
do not understand.
The perfect scenario is we kill, drive away the Leviathan so we can retake our home. It is
Okay.
our home. That is what we would like. But we had already resigned ourselves to the fact that we thought we would
Okay.
never see this place again.
Yes, you're a leader. Okay, I need your smartest giant, please. Someone on this side to come and talk to me. I'm sorry. I understand, but I need to know what the... If we are going to have any hope of doing this, we need to know how this thing... What it does, essentially. I've seen it just do that, but I do not know. I could get within 5 feet of it and suddenly die. I don't know. Give me smartest person, please.
I will go and fetch the person in charge of leading the defenses.
No. You're smartest person, not your defensive individual. A
Yes, the
scholar.
person that has seen everything.
Please.
And he will shout over the edge. Bring us Vaguna. We are needed here.
That is literally. She'll turn to the rest of the party and then in common go, I don't think we're going to get out of this. They're going to die, or the portal's going to close, or they're just going to stay here and we kill them anyway. I think our only. Oh wait a minute! I'm not speaking in the accent. Sorry, I'm.
Oh no!
Croissant. Part of chocolate.
Croissant.
Exactly. Croissant. What I'm going to try and explain to them is, I'm going to have a very straight talk with you all. I am worried if we fight this thing based on what I see. I do not think you are ready.
So we're not just gonna evac as many people we can and have them fight for us.
Okay, leave your homeland, come here. That is our best option, not theirs. We are in negotiation. We have to find a compromise. You can't just get them go, oh, everybody leave your home and come through, because then they come through and the Leviathan follows.
I thought the man was. That's what their plan was, to evacuate and then close the portal.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, but that takes time.
Because just a reminder, the giants are the ones that opened the portal.
If they let them through, it takes time.
Yeah, because the logic that was explained is they can't just simply, everyone can't just drop tools and run, because the Leviathan will simply follow. Like in any fallback, and I'll put this in Ben terms. Think of Dunkirk, Ben. Some people have to stay behind to hold the line, because if everyone falls back, they're just going to be followed.
Yeah. So you're telling me we need 200,000 Frenchmen?
And a lot of ships, that are maybe owned by the private sector.
I was thinking, as wizards, can we hold or make the hole bigger so they can get out and then close it? I'm looking at Navarre as like, could you close it if we made a hole
They
big
need
enough for them to
time.
escape? They need
time. We
Do
could organise it. Well, we could organise a
my
trade
question.
route. We could organise food being dropped off, and then once they've fully evacuated everyone they need here, then we can pick them up and do with them what we need.
Where are we going to put all of them, though?
Allow.
The other thing I will point out that I don't think I explained fully, but the Everwinter, the infiltration, the cryo source, it's coming from the portal, not the crystal that Ufnir has, if that makes sense. Or Unfir, sorry. I don't think I explained that fully.
So as soon as the portal closes, it will drop and hopefully life will grow back again.
Yeah.
Closing the portal will fix cryo.
Because essentially where you are, it's of the same environment. It's frigid and desolate and cold. And that's seeping through the portal. That's what's causing the problems on the island. Because essentially the portal is not only transporting people, but the very temperateness itself.
So we need to get as many as...
Cool. I'll let you finish and then I'll bring Vagnir.
So we need to get as many people out as we possibly can do in as quick as time as we can do. Unfortunately, people are still going to lose their lives because they're going to be holding the line.
Oh yeah, no.
And then we need
the way
to
it was
close
explained, that was 100% understood. Like they know a lot of people are going to die in the evac. It's about saving as many as possible, essentially, enough to start again almost. The people at the people on the front lines are the single bravest people here.
Yeah.
Because they know they ain't going to live.
And then what we need to do is, when we're at a point and we are ready, we come back, destroy that thing, and send these people home.
Yeah.
After a short time.
When we figure out how to fight water itself.
So
We'll be there soon.
An aspect of
We need
the,
to see-
the elemental
yeah.
plane of water itself. It is a piece of the planes rising up against them.
Sorry, Desire, what did you say?
I'm just going to say, so we need to speak to their man, figure out
Yeah.
where we can relocate them and where we can. Okay.
Okay.
And after a time, a person that you believe to be Wagner approaches and will speak to Unfir. And will, after a short words are exchanged, and Unfir will go, these people are here to potentially help. Whether it be kill or help us get out. The small one there wishes to understand more of how Leviathan X and how it works. You'll kind of just nod and talk and we'll head over. I believe my brother here wanted me to explain to you name? What is its name? I'm looking at Unfear. She speaks of our tongue, brother. She understands what you say.
Naya. My name is Naya.
Naya. Right.
I wish to know what our current suggestion is to try and get as many people out as you possibly can for myself and for Niles here, and she'll point towards Niles, to open the portal as big to get as many people as we can, and then we are going to close it.
I wave, not knowing what I've.
You get pointed at
Signed
and you
up for.
wave.
Yeah.
Yes. The current aim is to get as many people through. Unfir has been looking after the new home, the new place. We send as many as we can safely.
Yes. On the same point, you need to stop what you are doing the other side. We will talk about that in a minute. We want to help, and then when it is that we have closed the portal, we can get that place, your new home, to almost start providing food for you all again. So you can stop going to the nearby island. We will set up trade routes, get food incoming whilst you wait, and try and give you some more peace before we will return and take care of your problem in the future.
You speak a great deal, but we will see if you hold up to this. The fact that you're here, Unfir obviously believes in something you have to say. So what is it you wish to know about the creature?
Okay. I would like to know as much as you know about it. It seems to... Is it always there? Does it sleep? Does it ever waver? Does it do magic? Does it do psychic attacks? What does it do?
It never sleeps. It has no need for food or drink. It is constantly bombarding our defenses. It does not produce magic. It weaponizes the water all around us against us. Its giant form, it creates tidal waves. Its crushing tail and bite, it bites through anything we put before it. It is hard to explain more than what you see. There is no trick to its abilities. It is just using an obscene amount of force, our size and strength, and the abilities that we do not possess, for we have to sleep, we need food, we need water. It is able to attack all the time, non-stop.
Why did it attack you?
It is a creature that has been known to hunt this plane for anything that lives in its eyesight, that it takes its ire against. We do not know why it started its raids against us, but that is because it happened far too long ago, and all of those alive when it began are since dead. We just unfortunately are aware of its existence and its intentions.
Hmm.
It is unknowing as to why, but it is systematic in its willingness to purge, to kill. It
It is
almost seems like it wishes to eliminate every single giant kin here. It cares not for the things we have. It cares not for the things we tried to appease it with. We gave up long ago to negotiate or even try to communicate. It either cannot hear or does not care.
Niles is holding a hand up.
Yep. Again, it's assumed Nivar. You're talking through Nivar, so go on.
Yeah.
Is this? I don't know how big the plane is. Is this the only one, or is it just? Or there multiple?
Right. That is a roll a history check to see how your understanding.
I was
of...
asking. I wasn't.
Okay. Well, no, I'm sure Nivara can jump in and tell you that because Nivara would 100% know.
Oh,
Or did you need me to say it, Rose, or do you want to do it?
I think she will just literally go, how would we know? This plane is massive, like...
But in terms of the size,
Well-
it is infinite. But in terms of, is there other elemental planes of water? No, there is but one.
Oh no, he's asking if
no,
there are
not
Leviathans.
elemental planes. Like on this plane, are there multiple attacks around? I'm assuming that like the plane.
How would they
is, like,
know?
Yeah, these
Like,
creatures
literally-
would not
I
have
was
a
asking.
clue. These creatures aren't very intelligent anyway. Giants are not known for their prowess. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'll be honest, their stat block has a -1, which is a lot of the reasons to why they're talking how they are.
Yeah, I was under the assumption that the plane is like a planet, and then like is
No.
Australia getting attacked at the same time London is, or
The way
How
the
would
way
they
the plane
know?
the way the planes work is like the elemental planes are like their own little thing, and then all the other planes are like almost individual worlds, all connected
It's not
to
like
the
a
material.
flat.
No.
It could be that we're in a cube at the moment and water's just floating around in it. We
Okay,
don't know.
It's impossible.
Right.
It's impossible
Also,
to
it could-
truly know.
It could be incredibly huge, and also without phones and technology, how would you know 1,000 miles what's
no?
happening?
Okay, I was just
But if I
That
could
was-
walk 1,000 miles,
okay.
I would. Sorry. Okay. So-
You're both thinking of two separate songs. That's what's just giving me pain.
I was thinking 500 miles, and Danny was thinking 1,000 miles.
well, I did
And-
say 1,000 miles.
Yeah, but you sang it to the tune of a different song, and
I
that's what
would
threw
not.
me.
I just said it. I didn't even sing it.
Anyway. If I could fall into your arms. That's why it was throwing me. Anyway.
Yeah, you're all thinking of the other one, so yeah, I could
Yeah.
see the two.
So, let's negotiate. Agreed?
Unfair will, yes. So I take it then that you're, open to the premise of fixing this in some manner or another.
I believe.
Do you
from-
need Wagner much longer, or may I send him back
No,
to
he
hell?
can return. He can return. Thank you for
Thank you,
your time,
brother.
Wagner.
Yes. Most obliged, but please, do things as needed.
Hope
We
to
are
see you again.
struggling.
Captain? Glad, Barnett, Niles?
Mhm.
Are you willing to help them?
Of course.
If we can.
Oh, I was muted. Yeah.
Josiah?
Yeah, I'll help them if it's possible. Aye.
We are willing to help in some way.
In what way would that be?
We can help you to potentially. I do not know if it is possible, but help you open the portal as much as we can, feed people through as quick as we can. And we would be willing to help you to get food. And then when it is that we are at a point where we all believe we are ready to take on this Leviathan, we will come and do it for you.
Right. And we will keep trying to get as many people out as possible.
But I require some things from you if we are going to help.
I know you wish to have the people we have been using for food.
And no more people.
If you can help us with food, then yes, that is possible. It's just we do not have anything else to eat.
We will get you food. There is
Do they
something
have
else.
farmers?
It's a lot of food.
I mean,
We
you've
will
got
sort
to
it out.
consider what they've been living on as bare
That they can
rations anyway.
ration. Yeah.
They,
and then
you
as
got
soon
to
as
think
it's
they've been
closed,
like just as an idea, they've been like the 20-odd giants up top have been eating about a person a day, and you think a 20th of a human mixed like it's fuck all, man. Like these guys were emaciated. But go on,
So-
Navarro.
we will give you food, we will give you aid. You will no longer eat people, and we need some sort of assurance that you will uphold your end of the bargain. A trade, as such.
And what would this trade be?
What is the most important thing to you? Your people? No?
Yes.
We will save your people. I want to do the same, and I need something to do that. It is currently in your hands.
And I'm assuming you gesture towards the stone.
Oh yeah, she's like, I am
The-
sorry, and this might sound a little, what is the word? Focused, but I have been told by a powerful creature that that is how I save everybody. Probably including your people at some point as well.
Why do you think that this is what you need to save your people?
I will show, taking off my back, the staff,
Which currently
And I will
has
show-
one gem in it, I believe.
the air gem, and she will go, because I believe it is part of this staff.
Kind of like
There was a-
leans right in and like looks it over and studies it. And then kind of looks at obviously what he's got. This is amazing. I was not aware that any other piece existed. I thought the broken bit was merely where it was broken from its holding.
I found the staff, so this section shall show, inside of an ancient creature, lizard in form. It was tall and unlike anything I'd seen. We just destroyed it, and I wanted to have a look at its anatomy and pulled out the big stick. Then, when we were traveling through an ancient temple devoted to a god of a race long gone, for good reason as well. They're not nice. I electrocuted a flying, spinning construct, and this piece, and she'll point towards the air, fell into my hands. I need all the pieces, please, to save my people in the same way that you want to save yours. Please help me.
And as you are inspecting it, you will know that the piece that he's in possession of would most likely look like water, yeah.
Yeah, I thought so.
Is it given considering, you know, water plane and all that? So you wish for our clan's loan to join your weapon? To assist in whatever it is that you're doing.
Yep. I can give you gems. I can give you assistance. As long as my captain agrees. By the way, he's kind of our lead. Trying to point at Desire, realizing that she's obviously been translating a lot of it, but it might have got lost in translation. Sorry, you should probably be talking to him, but he doesn't speak giant.
So you are being led by a water jabber.
I know.
You...
He is a very good water jabber, though. They all are, to be honest. They're just misguided sometimes.
So, if I give you this, you will help feed the people back home, in the new home. And you will help us either kill this creature, or flee it with as many people as we can to start a new home and re-prosperize.
I transform this back. Everyone agree?
Yep.
Yep.
Aye.
I assume, seeing as Vlad said yes earlier, we'll do again?
Yeah.
Yes. We even have another ship, which I think is over the other side of the archipelago, that we could probably get some stuff on. It probably even would to help you set up homes. So you don't have to borrow ships. From, whatchamacallit? What's the place? With the pink wood.
Crimson Blossom.
Crimson Blossom. Well, that's...
Yeah.
Josiah's like, oh no, that's like the executive wood. We don't need... don't need
they can live off.
That's expensive wood.
That's the
That's,
peaches.
we can just get the home brand stuff. We don't need to...
We have wood at home.
Oh.
Wait, what?
Yes, we can get wood, and we can set up... Or we could contact the fleet and pay them our reward money to ferry stuff.
I will
here.
say, Rose, when you get this fragment, the full power of the shattered staff and the 2 gems, you know, before we held it back slightly.
Yeah.
I will say that the staff will be repaired enough that the shattered staff's full compendium of abilities and the air gem and the water gem will be available to you from this point on.
So I won't be like reduced by the number of charges. Does that go in?
Yeah. You're at a high enough. You're at a high enough level where it makes sense. Now it's not going to be too OP, I don't think.
Yeah, I won't. Not
I know,
the stuff
I
of
know.
mastery though, but the other stuff.
No, you don't have the elemental staff of mastery because that's only when it's complete.
You have to have all 4.
Yeah, you have. That's only when all 4 pieces. You ignore the fragments and the shattered staff stats because that's only for when it's incomplete.
So technically now I would have
the air fragment, the water fragment, and the shattered staff stat block. As he'll kind of just unwrap the piece, like that's been like it's held to this wooden staff wrapped in like a metal wire. And looks at it for a moment in his hand. If this is the cost of saving my people, then I believe any heirloom would be a sufficient price to pay. if it means they get to live. And we'll hold it towards you, and you kind of feel it pull towards the staff, but obviously you need to take time to attach it.
Attune.
Yeah, it takes basically an attunement to basically where the metal pieces that attach will fuse and fix.
Yeah. Luckily, it only takes up one attunement slot for all of it as well. So
Yeah, because
that's
it's
pretty decent.
technically one piece. Yeah, technically.
But you have to attune each time you add a new piece.
Yeah.
She'll take it and just be like, "Thank you.
And he does look quite saddened giving it away, but I think it's a looking ahead type thing.
I think as well with the way that, and I don't know if this is right, but Naya was coming from a place that he was coming from, and they just realized, oh, we're doing the same thing effectively. Like, it was very strange to be like, oh, I kind of feel a little bit, what's the word?
Kinship.
Yeah,
Affinity.
kinship with a massive frost giant. Last resort. Deal. That's weird. Time Wizard and a frost giant. Excellent.
That would make good TV show.
It really would. It would be all over the place. It would be the most chaotic TV
Yeah.
show, but funny.
Season 2 would get cancelled.
Oh.
Mhm.
Be a cult classic, but like.
Wow, 99% of all TV shows get cancelled before season 2, so you know.
True.
But you'll kind of like nod towards him and go, "Can we go back home? I'm not the biggest fan of water. I'm very sorry. It's just
Yes.
not a huge
Oh,
fan."
yeah.
It is
Sorry.
good. Do any of you have the means to reach high? Looks up at the 15-foot high ceiling where the water is. Because you need to reach to be able to swim.
Can you throw us?
I can.
I can lift anybody that needs to, but
On it.
when
What
you
can you do?
when you reach the water, just swim up. You
Oh, I
will
can
find
go
yourself.
with somebody, if that helps. Oh yes. Oh wait, I could. Who needs a hand?
Hello.
I will
She'll
probably.
lift us out.
Oh, God.
I can jump.
Cool. I'm gonna.
I cut it.
Wait. I'm just gonna misty step to the top and drop down some rope. Like, is it that you have to go through a portal?
No, it's basically it's that water pool, but it's on the ceiling, and when you touch the water, you've got to essentially pull yourself into it and swim upwards as if you're swimming from the bottom of a pool. He can just.
I'm just going to
reach
miss this step up then. Yeah, I'll just
Yeah,
miss this step myself.
Oh, fuck it. Throw me.
I'll rabbit hop.
Anyone that needs
I
it,
will
obviously,
walk
he
up.
will.
Yeah, I'll ask
Oh,
for.
yeah, never mind. I'll just misty step. Oh.
I'll just do like the diving motion and wait for him to like throw me.
Yeah, no. Anyone that needs it, he will obviously just lift you guys up, and he'll explain. Once you touch the water, just try to swim up as if you're in the bottom of a pool.
I'll pass that information on.
And yeah, and essentially you feel like, unnaturally so, gravity pulls you into the water. As your hand touches it and you try and pull yourself up in it. And you feel that same, like, gravityless water. And then, at a certain point, the vision blurs and comes back. And then you feel the gravity of the world, the material plane once more. And then you feel yourself just pushing against normal water resistance. Lad struggles a little bit more in this side because obviously metal heavy boy, but it's aided in some degree. And you're all able to make it up to the top, and you are slowly perched onto each step out of the fissure and back into the main area. Although I would point out, very cold because you're wet in a super frigid environment and not pleasant.
Oh, would you mind when Unfair comes through? Unfair?
Unfair.
Unfair.
Unfair, yes.
I will just go. Would you mind if we spend the night before we go back to our ship? We will collect our captain, other captain, but we are cold and quite hurt
Yes. You may
from the
stay
fighting.
here. We unfortunately do not have proper dwellings, but you are welcome to stay in the building that we have been using to keep your captain in.
Oh, thank you.
And he'll show you
Uh,
over, and it's
also-
a space. Oh, go on.
Yes. Thank you. Show us over to the building.
Yes. I just hope I made the right decision. That is all.
And also, anything that happened before, let's call it water under the bridge. You know, what a joke. Ha!
You are a weird one, but I do not hate it.
I spent a lot of time by myself, and I am trying to be a new person. And yeah, it is a lot, you know? Sorry. I've been spending way too much time with these people. Honestly, they are. I imagine they all see her do like the weird, like cuckoo maneuver. She's like,
We all look at you and then look at ourselves and go, "Yeah, she's right."
Eventually, as she walks across the short jaunt to the other building, you'll see that it's essentially just like basic storehouse, and there's like little pens where the corpses of some and the living body of Dakar can be found, barely alive, that is. But there are butchered corpses of others.
unpleasant.
Well, it's like a butcher's storehouse, essentially. It's just there are some
Yeah,
there is some living livestock in the back. That's the only difference.
We're unlikely to be spending the night in this room anyway, so let's just get the car out.
Yeah, and your captain is, I believe, that one there, and gesturing to the half-orc in the back that's currently behind grating, just curled up and passed out. But you can just about see the shoulders moving as he breathes.
Well, I'm a
Okay.
little.
Ben, do you want to try that again? Not as a robot?
I shall try.
There we go.
Yep, okay. It's up be like, Vlad, can you give him a little just boost so we can get him up?
I would say it's enough to shock his system into alertness. And he'll kind of just We're here.
I am Captain Josiah. I'm part of the fleet to get you.
You're the one talking in my mind.
No, that was her.
Take it the monsters are dead.
No. Got you out.
Let us leave.
Oh,
Yeah.
am I still cutting out?
A little bit, but I'm pushing for it.
Yeah.
We are going to stay here tonight, but do not worry, they will not attack you or anybody else moving forward.
We're friends now.
Not friends, we reached an accord. We understand what they're coming from.
So
Unfortunately,
looking for all the shattered corpses of his friends. Kind of like,
Yeah.
friends with- yeah.
shall we get outside and maybe a little bit away so I could set up a sort of dome that we can at least sleep in?
Yes, let us leave. I do not wish to be here much longer.
Oh. Tomorrow.
Oh, I think
What
we can
we'll
leave
do
the room. We can leave the
Yeah,
room
we're gonna
though.
leave the
We can leave
room,
the room,
and we're
yeah.
gonna. What I will do is I'll go behind this place as far away from where all the.
I
Or
will
even-
also point out he's not wearing climate-appropriate clothing. He's
Yeah, that's fine.
trembling and dithering and...
What I will
give him
do
a
is I will.
blanket.
Yeah, and I will pass over. I'll snap
on its
Kavain
back.
into. Kavan comes into existence and he's little hot water bottle self, and I'll just kind of pass him over and be like, snuggle the slightly demonic box.
Yes, thank you. Unfair, well, as you guys are leaving, I know you told us not to eat any more of him, but at least until you bring us supply, do we
Vlad?
use the rest of what is...
We didn't see anything. I was just gonna say, do you have a spell where you could summon foods?
It's only there temporarily is the problem.
It'll be there till tomorrow, but I don't know how quick we can get them food.
Does Naya translate this or doesn't?
Yeah, Naya will translate and just be like, I mean, yeah, otherwise it goes in the ground. They're already dead.
Lord, yeah, that's what Desire's like. They're already dead.
I can message the other ship, the Wades, to get food.
The Wade
and
might be
send-
the other side.
We can set up a route with the fleet, surely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was thinking short term. Do we get one cargo here?
We are right next to a fishing village,
True.
and we have something on board our ship that we could just get a bunch of rations and leave them on the shoreline. We could probably do that like in the morning.
Oh,
Or
we could
day
even use the teleportation circle to the
Oh!
Tsars.
Sorry, quick question. How did you get rid of the teleportation circle, Amphia?
Say that
Magical
again?
stuff. How did Anvia
How-
turn off the teleportation circle on the ship? Oh, it's just-
Right.
Where is his ship? And
The
Well-
the runes on the ship were destroyed by myself when many of the other clansmen could not break for making roof material.
Could you show
have
me?
basic knowledge, yes, I can.
For no reason, I just...
But the problem is, it's already broken. I cannot show you breaking it again.
how did you
No.
break it?
The giants have many abilities to do with magic to some basic degrees, and I am one gifted with better talents than most, and I was the one responsible for setting up the illusionary dome that you exclaimed was penetrable.
Sorry, did you use runes? Or
Yes.
did you use a spell? Okay. Could you show me runes? Or would you potentially in the future, if we wanted to? Put your fingers in your ears, Niles. Just for 2 seconds.
I believe it is something that we can talk about
Oh,
some other time.
Yeah. I just realised Niles isn't going to hear what I'm going to say anyway. I will not translate this. And she will go, say, for example, we wanted to turn off our own. You could help us out, maybe, one day?
Good, yes.
Later down the line. Thank you. I think we need some sleep, and what I'm going to suggest to do to not cause our...
What? My fingers are in my ears.
Take your fingers out your ears.
What?
She just sticks a middle finger up.
Desire will like slap the hand out.
So I'm clearly, I'm being a dick. And yeah.
She decided to speak in giant. I think she was just fucking.
Yeah. We're going to go to one of the older buildings. So, Anthea, if you hear a voice in your head, and it sounds like myself, I will be speaking in giant. I might contact you. I am able to do so. Are you able to contact over great distances?
No, I am not able to do things like this.
I might be in touch periodically. Okay?
I understand.
She kind of holds her hand up to shake and then realise like how big their hand is and is like, nah.
How
And sleeps
far away
instead.
is our boat?
I think it's a couple of hours away. It's the kind of feeling I was getting from Danny.
I think it's a day away. Yeah.
It's probably
it's
about
not a full day.
it's probably about an hour back to the border of the illusion where you had the fight, and then it's probably
Yes.
about 3 or 4 hours back. So you could probably
We could
reach your
push.
boat by nightfall.
Let's do it then.
But don't forget though, that's to the rowboat, and then obviously you have to row out. But that's still,
Yeah.
but reasonably
Yeah.
by probably about 10 o'clock maybe you could be back on your ship.
Let's do that then.
Gonna be weary, but then you're gonna be on the ship to rest.
Could
And be comfortable.
we show Omphia where the rowboat was, or describe it and be like, and then we can buy a load of stuff and then drop it off at like in the morning, sort of thing. So he knows this is where all the food's gonna be.
It's possible, yeah.
Yeah.
But you can also just communicate that through messages later. But
Uh-huh.
yeah, either way, it's fine.
Well, it does. If we're trying to do things quick as possible, then we can just get things via the teleportation service.
We could just say directly, because I know what direction we're heading in, so I could probably, like you say,
Yeah.
list out directions for the direction we had, and just be like, buy these, based on what was there, or even if we just get it to the illusions. I don't know. I think you're right, though. Does he want to come with us, or we can set up a? Yeah, I should have directions, right? Let's just do directions. That feels
We'll
like the
figure it
simplest way.
out when we
There we
get
go.
there.
Yes, exactly.
Right, so are we travelling now or staying?
We're travelling
let's
now to the
travel.
boat. We're travelling now to the boat.
Yeah.
Okay, so the first question is, Danny, I can create some food and water now.
Yes.
It's £45. How much is that for them? Is that just like a snack, or is that a good meal?
It's not going to be like a feast for them, but you got to remember they've been living on far less anyway, so anything more is going to be better. Do you know what I mean? Like I said,
Now,
these
what I'll
guys
do
have been
then-
living on not enough to actually live on. They've been slowly dying
Yeah.
because of it.
Malnourished.
So what I'll do then, I'll cast that twice, so they've got a good feast for now to make up.
Yeah.
'Cause they've got 24
Celebrate.
hours to eat it anyway.
Good show of face.
That waste. Well, yeah, it's going to be no good after 24 hours. I'll make sure Navarre tells them that. So
It will-
they've got some food for now, and they've got some food for tomorrow, while we arrange the transportation of more food coming over them.
And then as soon as
Show
that's
of
all
goodwill.
done,
That will obviously be extremely well received, and Unfir will direct a number of people to take various bits and like spread it amongst people, and it is massively appreciated.
It's probably 25 to 30 loaves of bread.
yeah.
But
Oh, no,
it's
for 45 pounds,
No,
that's
more,
way
yeah.
more.
just over 20
Oh, yeah,
kilos.
No,
Yeah,
no,
that's,
sorry. I'm thinking more like 40 now.
no, it's shitloads. Like,
Yeah,
It's like 20 bags of sugar. So
yeah.
yeah,
There could be meat, vegetables.
it'll be
On my
mixed.
way.
It'd
Yeah.
be, yeah, I would, I would understand that it's while it's bland, it's
very
a big
basic,
variety.
just like gruel.
It's
Yeah.
nourishing. Are we all done, Zen?
Are you just going to give directions to him and then we'll just sort
Yes.
of get you stuff?
And then as soon as we start to move away, I'll give directions. We'll get the agreement. I'll explain about like doing sending and stuff. When we then head off, as soon as we get to the edge of the encampment, Nine's going to be like, "Right, just gather round." I didn't want them to know all of our potential things. Does everyone just look at me blankly? Because that's
Yeah.
look,
Yeah.
look.
Like what?
We can teleport back to the ship. Did you forget we have this?
Ah.
I did.
Well, I thought
Um,
you wanted to save the charges, to be fair.
They refresh at dawn.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we don't want to... what's his name?
Ah.
Decker.
The car.
I don't want the car to walk. Yeah, let's go.
Yep. Cool. And as soon as everyone gathers around, I will obviously use the cubic gate to get back to the ship.
Nice.
I always had it in the back pocket, but it didn't seem relevant. And then we were in another plane, and then... So... I'm guessing I'm going to go and... Shall we get... Right. Should we get Duck here? Would you like to rest, Dakar? We have some spare rooms.
Yes, I would very much prefer to rest and recover somewhere alone for a while, please.
Yes, of course.
Do we have a spare room? Because
We have loads of spare rooms.
Well, Barney doesn't have a room at the minute, so...
doesn't have
I
a bed.
mean,
Has a room.
shall we
Still.
return Barnett's furniture back to him? I think, Barnett,
Yes,
do
I
you
think
understand that what you
it'd
did
be
was a bad thing?
Yep.
we do have a guest room.
Yes.
We might need to warn Dakar about the... Or Otto's.
Otto's. And
Well, I
warn
think
the
he just
Ottos
found
about
out.
the car.
Yeah.
The Ottos don't
Otto's-
immediately attack because it is very
So fucked
clear
up.
that
He's
he.
not
Well,
yet.
well, no, it's clear that he's with you guys as a
Yeah.
guest.
Mm.
If he'd have entered on his own, that's different. But because he's entering with you guys, the Ottos have basic intelligence to clearly see that he's not an intruder because he's with people.
Otto, he's a guest. Guest privileges.
Very good, Captain. We will ensure that your new companion here has guest privileges. Do you wish
And
for him to
you-
have room access as well?
Yes. Well, you can access the lower deck because he's... Or like the room deck, like, and the upper deck.
Very good, Captain.
Can you check on him periodically and bring you what he needs? He needs food and medical attention.
Understood, Captain. We will set notice to periodically at specific time intervals to intervene and to ensure his safety and well-being.
Intervene.
I'm saying, well, it just means... I think they just mean what they mean.
Is there
So
anything
rest
else you would
tonight-
need us to do for this person, Captain?
No, that's all. Thank you.
Very good. Sir, would you like to follow us? We will show you to a room. Yes, please. I will follow. Very wearily and cautiously and just fucked up. The car will...
Mentally, physically, yeah.
I'll kind of shout as being ordered away. It's like they're creepy, but they do their good job. They're alright. They're all being a bit weird.
Oh yeah. As someone who doesn't know, it's fucked.
I think at this point, if they're not trying to eat him, he's probably just like, sure, whatever.
It's just yeah,
Sure, fucking
he's
sure.
used to it by now. Christ.
Right, so we've got till morning to contact the fleet. I guess we'll have to
We
figure out
could
where
just do that in the morning.
That's what I'm
right?
saying. And what I'm saying, if there's anything additional we want from the fleet, maybe it's a good time to suggest now. Obviously, we want some food supplies. I don't know whether Dakar wants to stay with us or go tomorrow.
Just let him sleep.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's all we really need to do is just let him sleep.
Oh,
I feel like
he can travel whenever he wants to.
Yeah, we can turn on the teleportation as soon as we let them know that we've solved the problem. I would maybe direct the Ottos to begin travel. Captain?
I thought we were going to leave supplies on the shoreline.
Yes, that is true. Just maybe a little. Yeah, we'll stay here then. Okay. So in the
Or we
future, we're going to
can-
fight for massive
or we
fires,
can
and I'll
contact-
that's all.
I was about to say, well, we can
Sorry?
contact the fleet now, jump all the stuff on the shoreline and leave. Like,
I'd rather just. I don't know about anybody else, but I am hurt and tired.
all right.
Yeah.
Tired. Yeah, a little hurt, yeah. But I can. I can message the fleet and get food
Not now.
teleported to us.
Just wait
Just
till the
food.
morning.
That's what we do in the morning.
Yeah.
Do you want- yeah.
I am sorry. I did not mean to be a bit defensive about it, but we need to plan what we are going to do in terms of this, because I mean, we found out what happened to Dakar, but we have made a deal with the people that have been killing off their members. How are we going to spin that with the fleet?
They didn't care about retribution. They
Our
cared that-
job was just to find out where it was.
and to stop
Yep,
it,
that
it
is
occurring
correct.
again.
We can
I mean,
spin it by
that
saying
is
they got
correct.
too close to cryo.
That is true. I think we just need to be aware of.
We would it.
Mm-hmm. Also, I'm just going to say, we might need to have a chat at some point about certain choices made.
What have I done wrong now?
Not you.
Me, I guess.
No. I mean, Bonnet, what were you thinking walking up to them just being like, hello?
I mean, I wanted to fight her. I thought I might as well try to just be a bit.
was-
Change the
I
name.
knew! How did you think you'd be able to do that whilst we know you and you are charming to us? It's never worked!
Wasn't he
Don't
trying
think
to
he-
be hit?
No! Did you not see? He just wandered over. He took the full force of it. Have you not watched Barnett when he's
Well,
actually
he
in
usually
fight?
ran away, and I would have to like deal with the front line. So, kind of happy he didn't run away from this time. To be honest with you.
Okay. I mean,
And
I'm just
wasn't
worried
it
if they-
the right decision, seeing as we now friends? So technically, he was right. I'm not defending. Well, I am defending.
We're gonna socialize him when we get back to land. We're gonna socialize him, get him interacting with people, doing deals.
I just don't think you people understand the stakes yet. And it worries me.
I think we did well. Yeah.
Dying is dying.
No, it seems like you think that this is a game. I'm not playing. That's weird about to come out of my mouth. We are in a. Can I look at the time currently in my pocket watch? I'm just going to do it in front of everybody for the first time, I think.
Are we aware of time?
No, the only
No.
person who knows
No.
that from the future potentially is Josiah. No one else
Okay.
knows. I
Um,
don't think I've spoiled it yet.
currently, with events that
Last
have-
time it was 8 minutes to midnight, if that helps at all, Danny.
Yeah, no, it's what I was going to say. Is rather than tell you the time, I was going to say the change in the time. With the events that have gone on, I would say it is now 11 minutes to.
Good or bad?
That's good. Out of character, that's good.
Yeah,
The,
out of character,
the closer to midnight it is, the worse it is. And with events that have transpired since the last time she properly checked, which has been a fair while, you've gained all but 3 minutes.
I was worried the next time that I would open this that it would tell me that we were much closer to devastation. We got some time back.
We're doing something right then.
As you're talking as well, Naivara, you hear a voice in your head. And it says the following. I hope you're doing well, Naivara. Myself and Kevin are gonna be in the region again, so I wondered if you'd want to meet at Avracine's.
Oh. Oh yeah, I think I can get our captain to take us there. See you soon.
Big Kev in the house.
Noya just turns to everyone and goes, "That's sorry, I just had a message from Priscilla. Her and Kevin are going to Ivory Sands."
All right, bro.
Sorry, I've been communicating with Priscilla for a little bit. They're a good group.
Not like you to keep a secret, but sure.
This is only like the 8th secret. Like
he's just like, sure.
And that's only the 8 you found out.
Yeah.
You don't know about the other 15.
Like, whatever.
Yeah, but I think Josiah knows that a little bit of like the thing about this character is the fact that she is so secretive and a little
He's
bit.
just making light of it. It's just a
Yeah.
trait he's used to. Like,
So, I know where we're going next. Then
I'll take you to the map so you can show the people you're doing them.
So
I'll also
we are going
delete the little circles from the map from the fisherman information because I do believe that might no longer be
help them out
relevant.
as well. Yeah. Okay. So tomorrow we tell the fleet, we drop the items off, and then we head to Ivory Sands to meet up with the circus.
mm-hmm.
Today we relax a little as a job well done. And
You will very
Fine,
successfully level up, yeah.
woo!
So
Well done.
we don't have to.
We get a level up. Oh,
Yeah, we don't have to RP,
Oh.
but can we just say we hit up Morgan, or are we doing that next session?
Do you want to
What's
do
that,
that
sorry?
now, or do you want to... I thought the whole point was to wait.
We're gonna do it in the morning, but it's up to you if you want to do
Is
it.
the
no.
morning going to be next session though? That's what I'm
Oh,
saying.
no, we can do that now. We can do that now. We'll tie up this into a nice
Can
little
I-
nice
That's what I'm
bow.
thinking. Hello.
Yeah, can I just say in the afternoon then, I want to attune to the new
Easy
element
enough
in
to
my
do.
staff.
So the staff obviously gains its new spike. So now you gain all the abilities of the shattered staff in full. You gain the air fragment and the water fragment in total. Because obviously once you get the other 2 fragments, if you get the other 2 fragments, that's when you go to the mastery staff at the bottom rows. That's only when it's fully complete, that stat block. So at the minute, it's at half power.
Oh no, but I just got some really cool shit. Sorry, guys.
And you get it in its full entirety, like. But in the same vein,
Yeah,
like between that and the bow, which, thinking about it, Ben, you are going to unlock the next level of your bow.
Ooh.
Because if you would have chose to kill the giants, it would have regressed, because that was very much against the doctrines of... But at the moment, you have its second form, I believe, where you can fire extra shots.
Yeah.
So, you have it as a +1 longbow at the moment. You can have, in a singular action, fire up to 4 extra shots for a -1 penalty per shot as an action. You are now going to unlock the third and penultimate form, so the second to last for those that aren't aware of interesting verbiage. You are going to unlock the ability to bend and shoot the arrows in a non-straight line, so you can basically ignore cover and line of sight blockages. Also, the weapon becomes +2.
Ooh, right,
So
okay.
it's now a +2 longbow, and you, so long as you are in range, you do not need to see the target. You need to know it's there though, and you can ignore all cover saves. As basically the arrows become homing.
Okay.
It's not bad, not bad. And I bet Matt's just thinking, oh fuck, that could have been useful.
Oh, I was too busy reading not to
Yeah, I'll copy all of I'll copy just as I've typed it, but that's the new thing.
I've already typed it up.
Yeah.
I suppose I can re-roll a 2 on a hit, don't I?
No, if you roll a 2, you shit out of luck. You can only re-roll ones once. Twos,
I
shit out of
know.
luck.
I was just...
Oh no! Do you remember with Arthur how many 2s I rolled? It's fucking shit. But because don't forget, remember with Arthur at level 9, I had 40 HP. At level 9.
Hey, what level are you now in Wizard? Sorry.
7.
Oh, we match.
Go back. Let me
Hey.
go. No. Hang on.
Oh.
I know you're actually.
3 rogue. Wizard 7.
Nice.
I can re-roll
Joe's-
once,
yeah,
right?
once. If you roll another one, you're stuck with it. Okay, that's far better.
Can I do the changes as discussed, Danny?
We'll talk about it after
Or
because
would you
I
like me to
forgot. I
talk
forgot
about
what
it?
I'm gonna say. We'll talk about it after because I forgot what you're on about. I don't know what you're on about. So we'll talk about it in a minute. Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, you guys take the night to very much rest and recover from your wounds, because for as much as you talk to big bravado against the Ice Giants, I think it's safe to say you probably would have been in a real bad spot in a prolonged combat, especially when more would have poured out from different buildings and stuff. And you take a moment, you take time, you ponder over the goodness of what you've done. Obviously, Josiah, you get communed upon by the soul upon the ring, who offers extra insight into new abilities he's going to lend upon you. Naivara, you infuse yourself with the staff even more. Do you want to tell anybody your new abilities? Or are you going to wait?
Yeah. So, the staff goes up to having 30 charges at this point. If Danny's giving me full access to it.
Yeah.
So now the staff is able to cast. I'll give you the full list. So now I am resistant to both lightning and cold damage. Obviously, I get resistance with each one. I can cast. You've already seen it already. Absorb elements, chromatic sphere, color spray, levitate, shield. I also have fly, gust of wind, gaseous form, wind control, and wind wall. And cone of cold, control water, fog cloud, wall of ice, and water walk.
Obviously, these all cost charges on the staff, mind you, but yeah.
Yeah. I also can breathe air and water, have a swimming speed of 30, can speak, read, and write Aquan, can cast the water-shaped cantrip at will. Apparently I could also hold my breath indefinitely. And a few other things, but
Basically, she's going to stop casting water breathing because she don't need it. You guys better get good.
I mean, he's not lying.
Yeah.
It's a ritual!
And? What other things could you fill that time with? More important things, kind of.
Well, I mean, it is late at night. What else would she be doing at that point of day?
Josiah?
I was gonna say Josiah.
And,
Oh, we're all horrendous people.
but you all take time to rest. Some of you rejoice in these new abilities that you have gained upon yourselves. The morning comes, the day is yours. And obviously you've told the Ottos to make way for Irisans.
As soon as we buy food and drop it off.
Yeah, I'm going to buy food first and drop it off.
Yeah.
So, I guess Naya messages the fleet, we teleport over.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and Morgan will have the portal open to you, and you bring Dekar with you.
Well, I think we said if you just wanted to sleep for a few days, we weren't gonna kick it. If you wanted
I'd
to stay
imagine,
there
but the
for-
thing is, Morgan, if Morgan's basically told you've got thingy, it's going to be like, well,
Yeah.
bring him, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, okay.
So, you bring him over, and Morgan obviously meets you guys in the logistical area in the quartermaster's office. Well, You definitely look like you've seen much better days, talking to Decker. Impressive work, all of you. Very well done. That's to you guys, the party. So what came of Decker's ship?
Josiah looks at Naya because she has a. I assume she has a way she wants to play this, so he's just like.
It was destroyed. Creatures on cryo.
Right.
Probably when it's that close to something like that.
Well, I always knew cryo would be a rather formidable area, but I didn't expect it to expand more than its borders. Do you know what the problem was specifically?
Yes.
Go on.
Oh, it's frost giants. Unfortunately, because their home was being
Frost giants?
invaded. Mm-hmm. They were being just kicked out of their home, unfortunately. Lots of lunchboxes got nearby. You understand.
Hmm.
It is all very unfortunate, but they will not be causing any problems moving forward.
And you can be sure of this?
Yes.
And Decker,
Uh,
how are you doing? I trust you're the only one, considering. Yes. They saved me. They brought me out, and I'm the only one left, yes. Right. Well, we'll look after you. We'll get you re-equipped, speak with you, and we'll see what the next steps can be for you, and what's best for you, yes? Yes. As for you all, I think we'll get payment arranged. A shame, obviously, nothing could be salvaged, but that was never the task, but still, we at least learned what happened, and we can be thankful that it was nothing more than can't be dealt with.
And you got one of your fleet people back.
Yes, getting the people back is always more important because things can be replaced, whereas loyal and honest people are very much more difficult to come by.
Did he say that after he was prompted, or like?
Well, he said it after you spoke, but
Because it didn't sound like, yeah, it was after sort of like Josiah went like, "We got your person back." Like that seemed like the least priority. I didn't know if that was a Danny thing or a Morgan.
I think that's just how you've perceived it thing.
Okay.
It wasn't meant by anything, it was just...
Okay.
Alright. You don't believe me, do you? Come with me, Decker. We'll get you sorted. I'll leave you with the quartermaster, and obviously I'll have coin sent. Yes. Is there anything else you need before I leave?
No, I think we're just going to purchase just food from the quartermaster.
We have ample on board, so you should be able to purchase pretty much as much as you need. So, yes, I'll leave you with it. Come, Decker. We'll get you sorted. Right, so before the coin gets here, is there anything you wish for me to get prepared for you, and we'll get an account set up of purchase? This is the quartermaster.
Yeah. Oh,
I don't.
what was this? The reward was 3,500, wasn't it?
Yes, I think that sounds right. I'll be honest, I had forgotten, but that sounds right.
How much would 1,000 gold worth of food be?
1,000 gold.
Well, I mean, like, what
Rations.
quantities? Like,
Oh, well, it'd be 2,000... Because it's 5 silver a ration pack, so that'd be 2,000 rations. But, in theory, if it's for people that aren't travelling, you can technically get away with a bit more, so... Because, you know, things like
Personally-
grains and stuff can be kept.
Personally, I'd be getting them cattle and things to grow their own food for the longer term.
The
They
problem is at
can't,
the moment they
actually.
can't at the moment. Where the island is just not conducive to life.
Everyone's dead.
But you've got the waters around it.
Yeah, but until that portal's shut, the immediate they'd have to travel outside of the fog, and they don't have the means of traversing in water. Basically, when they've been attacking ships, they've been wading in the water and swimming out and literally harpooning ships and dragging them back.
Well, they can. Well, that's my point. They can get fish then, because fish are in the water.
Technically, yeah.
If we just get them the food, they can at least stay there for a little bit until they get more people out. And all we need to do is just make sure that we send a bit more food every now and then.
Teach them what nets are.
Yeah, that's my point. If we give them something, at least they can get some.
When it's closed.
Yeah.
This is the problem, though, isn't it? That until that point, they have no way of teaching themselves to use nets, because if you use nets in the local area, there will likely. I don't know if this is the case.
Well,
I mean,
they should know how to use nets.
Would there
They've
be
come from a
fish?
water planet.
It's a short-term fix. Yeah.
That's
Not
it. It's
really.
just short term. Yeah. I mean, we could get them some nets anyway, and just try and be like, "Is there any old fish? Is there cold fish?"
I don't even think we're talking to him. I think we're just leaving it all on the shoreline. But,
That's true.
I think we'll just
We're
leave
a bit
whatever we
past the
want
point
to.
now. At this point, yeah.
Right, well, we can arrange for such a quantity to be purchased. We don't have it all on the board, because we don't usually have that much of purchase, but we do have it in stores elsewhere on different islands. We can have it moved to wherever you need. Is it just the food you're looking to purchase today, or is there any weapons, potions, gear, anything else, or are we all square?
What fun things? What the?
I
Have you
would
got?
like to look at spell scrolls. Maybe
Would you?
that's an out of game. We'll do that out.
I was gonna say, yeah, just vaguely asking for what do you got.
Yeah.
That'll probably be a out of session thing, but yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna put 2,500 into the fund, so at least we know what kind of money we're
Yeah,
working
that
with.
sounds fine to me.
But yeah,
If we
I
were
would
having about 1,000 goals worth of rations,
Yeah.
it's at least. Shall we say that's like 2,500 sort of non-movable rations then? Like you saying, because like obviously they're not moving.
Yeah, because the thing
rations.
is, when you're buying rations, they're designed for traveling and they're designed to last. Whereas
Yeah.
when you're thinking about a town, like they live off very different
Yeah.
rations, and it's a lot
Like
cheaper
grains
as well.
and-
Yeah, it's a lot
yeah, yeah.
cheaper because they have the means to just throw that in a pantry and just leave it. Whereas people traveling don't have that luxury.
It's got to be
So-
cured. It's got to be smoked. It's got to be
Yeah,
If that's 2,500 meals divided by 20, and then 125. and it's
We'll
a meal
say,
per day, like
for the
rations.
sake of, this is based off humanoid, so like medium creatures. We'll say 2,000 gold will get you. No, 1,000 gold.
1,000.
Sorry, 1,000 gold will get you. We'll say 5,000 meals, because that's 2 silver a meal, which is about what you'd pay in a tavern. Probably a little more, but you know. So it's about 5,000 meals. And that's obviously a mixture of meats, grains, fruits, nuts, anything. Like, do you know what I mean?
That might be enough to last them for at least
Well, yeah,
a few weeks.
I would dare argue.
No, even
I would dare argue, because they're huge, they would probably eat the equivalent of like 4 people's worth. So when you're dealing with 5, that's 1,000 people's worth of, well, 1,250.
1,250.
Yeah. That worth of, yeah. So that's good.
fair.
is that like 125
Wait.
days then? Was that like?
Well, it's 1,250 meals. Divide that by however many there are, which there's about 20 on the top side. And then obviously they'd probably send some back for the people in the other realm. So yeah, you've got a probably at least 2 months worth, easy.
60,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Roughly.
Well, that
Yeah.
should be then towards the end of that siege. Then,
You're
really.
hoping, yeah,
Yeah.
that sounds about right.
Okay
And if
then,
push comes
right?
to
Okay,
shove,
so
I will contact them.
Basically, you've just flopped a Wodge out and just pretty much bankrolled their entire food problem for almost the entirety of it in one go.
oh, we did the same thing with
The
Salus? No.
yeah, Celeste.
The last.
Personally,
I would use their
I would
bounty
say
money
that's
to
a month.
pay them. Yeah.
That's
say
it. We can
that'd be
always
a
check
month
in a few
worth.
weeks.
Do you know why I'm saying the month though? Is because they're going to be evacuating more people.
Yeah, you're right.
So
Completely right.
we've given them 2 months at this stage, but I'd say it's a month because if they're going to be sending more and more people through.
Well, like I said, it's going to be
So-
assumed that they're probably going to send some back through the portal anyway to feed the
Yeah.
troops,
Yeah.
so to speak. Because the problem is they don't, back in their homeworld, they don't have the means to grow, hunt, gather because they're besieged.
Siege all the time.
Because
I'll let them
unfortunately,
do
the
it.
Leviathan has per its stat block. It doesn't eat, sleep, or drink. It literally just permeates.
I mean, Nia will just add them to the list of people that she contacts. They can just go in the list.
Mm.
She's building a fucking black book of just like
So
powerful entities and groups.
we've got 2
Yeah.
months worth, but we know it's going to whittle down to a
It's
month,
2 months
probably. Okay.
currently, but it'll diminish in returns because obviously more and more will be dependent on it. But yeah.
Okay.
And obviously the coin comes through. You obviously paid. You obviously pay the quartermaster. You have it
Purchase
organised for
stuff.
delivery, and job is good. Job is life.
Yeah.
You are able to return to your vessel for which you came with the intents of reaching Irish Sands to meet the circus and the return of Big Kev.
Yay!
Or should I say
Mm.
Baron von Kennedy Alfortus Kisk, for legal reasons, Baron is pardon de plume not claim to lordship.
No, because that's not his name anymore, apparently.
Good. It's been taken.
Big Kev in the house,
Yeah.
said Big Kev in the house. Remind people,
General
we are
Barnett
not going to be
Squad.
live on the 1st of Feb because Matt's not available and me and Liam are at the football because football is life. And so the next stream of D&D specifically will be on the 15th of February. And for those watching on the YouTubes in the past, recording is going to end. And I thank you for watching. Good night.
Bye.
Bye.
And I just realised, because the recording actually stopped because my hard drive filled, so I'm going to have to download this off Twitch anyway, so I can't cut it off how I normally do anyway. Oh well. It's Rojas! Yes!
And you will have a body's life.
But he did kill a dog, so, you know.
Yeah.
But anyway,
What? Alright, let's end the stream.
unintentionally, he took a penalty kick and the dog kind of jumped
No,
for
no,
the
no, no,
ball.
no, 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 stop it. I don't need the information. Just stop.
Don't ask then! Just shut up!
I didn't ask.
Well, sounded like you asked to me. But for those watching here on the Twitch, I thank yous. And bear in mind, Danny Rojas is not a real person, Rose. It's from a TV show. So it
Where's the
wasn't a real-
cedar?
I don't
Where's the
care.
cedar last one?
Oh,
Dead last time. I just don't think talking about stuff like. Oh, never mind.
okay. But
Trying
I'll
to
be
keep it all
live.
professional.
I'll be live again tomorrow. I'm playing a new game called Tankhead, which basically, from what people have described it as, it's like it's a Souls-like tank game where you have to, like, you play as like this little drone that like attaches itself to holes of tanks and like fights and does missions and shit. It looks really fucking fun. And I bought it on Epic because it's the only Epic at the minute, so yeah, it should be good. But I'll see you guys tomorrow. I am going to head off. I've got to speak to Rose about whatever the fuck she was doing about leveling up, because I forgot. And obviously talk to the rest of these guys, I suppose. Good night, guys. See you later.
We